Certified. Some people are dusty and mad. Damn. And then on the other side of that right there, family, you already know. Some people are just musty and dusty, mad as hell. Some people are both, but all of those people getting canceled by certified foundational Black Americans. They got their tether hairline spray out here in these streets, fam, but can't none of that see certified FBA because we in the building in the place. Let's go to work. Certified salute. Tupac,
let what y'all think? If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
Family, they got the hairline spray. They got the hairline spray, fam, because we knew something was going on underneath that damn mop on top of that head. And we gonna expose all of that and then some, because we right here. Certified salute. FBA all damn day. Family, straight up. Foundational Black Americans run everything. Therefore, we got everybody mad. Therefore, we don't give a damn. And we going to continue to serve these people with that real, thorough, certified FBA grassroots energy because we are the talk of the town. We run the whole damn world right now, y'all. This generation, best generation. This lineage, best lineage. All of us together, this family tree, untouchable. And everybody right now is watching how they sending out all these different podcasters, fam. What we talking about? Conscious Flearoy? Canceled. Checkmate. Out of here. What we talking about? O'Fleeny? Canceled. Checkmate. Out of here. You want to talk about Tasha K, Tether K, Musty K? Canceled. The hell up out of here, fam. She done lost thousands of subscribers because the certified foundational Black American grassroots was like, hell no. What you say? Oh, you want to disrespect foundationals? We ending your career. Fam, we ending everybody's career. Whether you are a podcaster or you're a political party, everybody gets that smoke. They say, foundational Black Americans, y'all is only worried about tethers. Y'all don't care about the mailman. You go ask the mailman how much we done gave him that work and how many dollars he done lost. We are equal opportunists. We are multitaskers, meaning your ass can get it, your ass can get it, and your ass can get it. And they all get it. And we going straight to the streets. Shout out to the whole family, baby. We going to cook in here. Y'all smash the like button. We going to have some surprises in here tonight. And we going to break down why Tasha K is in the trash can with the rest of them. Let's go.
Tasha K, are you dumb or are you stupid to disrespect and attack Indigenous Peoples of America / FBA? Meaning this is our land, not just our lineage, our culture. Our bloodline is in the soil. Our bloodline is the first, okay? That's what it means to be Indigenous People of America / FBAs. Then you had the audacity to compare us to the KKK, which was started by the Democrat Party, saying that we are here to cause division amongst people who look like us. I don't care who the hell they look like. They are not of our people, our lineage, or our bloodline. I said it. Then you're going to have the mid-aided gall to expose your own damn self, saying that you're part Bahamian and Nigerian by way of marriage and children. Girl.
Fam, that's a tether confession. She done gave a full tether confession, fam. We got these tethers seeing tether therapists. Ain't nothing on the planet Earth more insecure, broke down, scared, terrified, or petrified than a tether, y'all. Y'all notice these folks don't be out here just running their mouth. These folks be out here scared. They be afraid, fam, because they ain't got nothing left but deportation. Tasha K came out and said, I ain't gonna lie, I'm really Bahamian on my mama's dad's side. The grandma is from Nigeria. We got Mexicans too. Fam, she done went down the whole list and told us she's not a foundational Black American. Y'all see what we doing to these people? and we're going to continue to do it. Let's go.
You are just like the others, the anchor babies. You're here to leech off of our $2 trillion a year and our land. You always bragging about Africa. Carry your ass.
Woo!
Why you still here?
Woo!
Oh, we know it's because of the land of milk and honey and the chosen people of this land. Me and the other 55 million indigenous peoples of America FBAs that's out there. See, the enemy who doesn't like neither one of us, they psyched your ass up to get destroyed because they know you need $4 million that your ass ain't got. And you bragging about your husband in Africa so much, why they haven't given you the damn money?
That's a good question, fam. How come Africa ain't gave her the money? You know the money that she owes Cardi Flea. Fam, that's a Caribbean on Caribbean battle right there. That's feud amongst them. How come Africa ain't gave you the money? Notice everybody who talk about Africa don't ever go to Africa to solve their problems. Maybe because Africa is the problem. Maybe. And foundational Black Americans reject their ass. Yep.
And riddle me this. When have you seen our people gather to watch somebody get lynched? When? KKK. And riddle me this, Tasha K. When have you seen our people go burn down churches with children in it? Yeah, tell me, is that us? You said that you comparing us to the KKK, a terrorist organization. But we know this is the rhetoric that your pain masters told you to spew.
Uh-oh.
And then you got to get this work because this is a fight that you don't want and a battle that you will not win.
Fam, do they want this smoke? Do they really want these problems, y'all? They don't want none. They don't want no. Musty K, you know you don't want none of these FBA problems. You better go tell Flab Joe what it looked like. You better go tell Conscious Fleroy. Yeah.
Then you had the audacity to bring up Chicago. First of all, if you were so smart, but we know they say you was in the 9th grade 3 times, you would know that we're not doing that to our own people. So basically, you don't have any integrity.
Woo!
To disrespect people who haven't done anything to you. You're just like the others. And now we, as in FBAs, we see you as an enemy. So whatever happens to you now, you deserve it.
Hold your own hairline. Hold your own.
And hell no, nobody coming on your show to explain what and who we are. We know who the hell we are. You let those people get in your head to tell you lies about us, the people who feed you and subscribe to your channel. You fell for it, you're exposed, and now you're finished.
Damn.
No, we don't want any more apologies. Stop it. Just take this L and KO ass to Africa someday.
Woo!
And where? I said what I said.
There it go. Fam, she said what she said. We said what we said. We all done said it. And they all done heard it. Yes, indeed. Brothers and sisters, let's go. You know it's on. This is a special Thursday broadcast from Black Alpha because I need my #1 chatter on the planet, baby. I got to see y'all. I got to see y'all more than just twice a week. That ain't good enough. But let me tell you what ain't good enough for these people. See, it ain't good enough no more for them to come over here and just try to attach themselves to FBA. It ain't good enough for these folks to try to just hijack our history. Fam, they want all the foundational Black Americans. They want every piece of what foundational Black Americans are, and they try to steal every single thing that foundational Black Americans have created. Bet you can't, bet you won't. Bet you can't, bet you won't, and bet these problems is something you better run from. You used to running, right? Well, go ahead and run. I'm going to say this right now, family. Foundational Black Americans, we are up right now. We are undefeated right now, undisputed right now. We changing everything. You look at politics, you look at the social world, you look at these podcasters, fam, they just paying out every damn body to come at us, and then we sending their asses back home. No refund. Notice every single person who talked wreck about FBA done got canceled and career went down the drain. You tell me who's talked that about us and then went around to tell about it with a smile. We turning all that stuff inside out, upside down. This is foundational Black Americans. Our ancestors will never be disrespected. Our lineage will never be disrespected. Our heritage, our culture, our men, our women, everything about us, fam, will never be disrespected, especially right here at home. If you don't like foundational Black Americans, then your ass better go ahead and tuck them nuts, because we ain't going no damn where. Now, when you look at Musty K, family, Musty K lost mad subscribers because Black Americans was going on there and they were saying, delete, blocked. Those of us who even know who she is, because I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of folks ain't even know who the hell she was. We just know she that woman with that goddamn sticky pad on her head, all right? That's the only thing we know about her. But family, brothers and sisters was getting her up out the paint. They was like, delete, delete, delete. They weren't going for none of that. Why weren't they going for it, fam? It's because brothers and sisters, certified Black society, we already know who she is. She's just like the last one. And it's going to be the next one and the next one. And everyone who comes, we're going to go ahead and give them that PIMP slap. And we're going to send them back where the hell they came. Fam, let's go there. Why was Musty K so upset? Why? Why are all of these people getting sent out? Why? Fam, Black Americans done canceled that ass. Oh, yes, the hell we have. And let me tell you why we did, fam. I'm going to tell you why we did. It's because it ain't sweet in these streets. It ain't sweet for you to come out here and disrespect foundational Black Americans. It ain't sweet for you to come out here and run your mouth. But when we start looking at her resume, fam, she been talking that Africa talk. Fam, let me show y'all Miss Musty K just a few years ago. Fam, watch her talking about Burner Boy and how FBA are really Africans. Watch this, fam.
Burner Boy catching backlash, and I get it. There's always been this underlying issue between Black Americans and Africans. When Africans come here, and when Black Americans go to Africa, we truly realize that we are the same. We're all very flashy. Most of us are loud. Most of us are aggressive. We're very family oriented. We're how your macaroni and cheese taste. How your macaroni and cheese taste. We're the same. We can own businesses. You can say you're open at 9. Ain't open until 12. You got to call somebody standing at the door. Tomorrow, are you open today? I'm at the house. I'll be there in an hour. Can you wait on me? What the fuck? I'm telling you. Why the fuck are you apologizing for saying that Black Americans need to know where they come from? You do. But for him to receive backlash saying that Black Americans lack culture, Black Americans, whether we want to acknowledge it, our base is Africa. Period.
Who based in Africa? Fam, she been on this type of time. She was hiding her tetherism the whole time, fam. This is why it's so important that we checked her. We done brought the damn tether out of her. Fam, she done had a tether exorcist. She done had a tether cyst. Fam, you done seen that tether ghost pop out of her when we started to check her. Look at her right here, fam. She was talking this a long time ago. And now she's really upset because FBA done made the block hot. This was her trying to slide in that scam African talk.
And that's all he was saying. If Black Americans went home and understood where they came from, then we would be more prosperous as a people.
What? Prosperous like they aren't in Africa? Fam, how come they want us to go to Africa to find success when Africans ain't found success in Africa? You ain't heard. You ain't seen how they living over there. They not living good over there. Can't nobody run to Africa and go find no success. The African needs to be the person who goes to Africa and finds success, not us. Notice, fam, she was talking that same African talk back then, my friends.
But because we're at odds with Africans, and we're like, oh, we're not African, we're not this you are. You got around here still running around some of the American Indian. How the let's be honest. You still Black, but your base is Africa.
Base is Africa, still Black. Fam, this sound like your average everyday TikTok tether, family. This sound like your average everyday TikTok tether right here. Oh, we ain't done. Oh, she about to get that work today. You about to get that work. Them damn couple thousand subscribers that you lost, that ain't nothing but candles on the birthday cake to the Black Alpha Network. You about to get that smoke.
Well, why is he receiving backlash when out of anybody that's doing music, he's bridging it? Because yes, they said, well, he's sampling from more art from American artists that he claims have no culture. He's bridging the Black American music with African music, and that's why he's selling out stadiums around the world.
How that work out for Burna Boy? Y'all tell me the last Burna Boy song you heard. Tell me the last Burna Boy hit he had. Fam, this is when they thought that all that Afrobeat stuff was going to take over. That ain't work. That ain't doing nothing. Nope. Now listen, fam. Watch him. Listen. Listen to how she's right here trying to infuse that they're just taking stuff to bridge it. Tethering ain't bridging nothing. Tethering is tethering.
And half of y'all worried about, oh, they coming over here to get a green card. Go get your green card now. Y'all need to go home. I'm telling you, y'all will have so much fun. I see so many Black Americans moving over to South Africa and they living good, buying $200,000 mansions. But
they buying $200,000 mansions in South Africa. In South Africa, they're living in concentration camps. Fam, she out there just promote. Don't this sound like the year to return? This sound like the damn year to return, fam. Go home, brother. Use all to go home, brother. Brother, home is for you. Family, she's getting a check. Somebody's paying her. And I'm going to tell y'all exactly how it's playing out.
the house help, but same houses they selling for 15, 20 million in goddamn LA. They buying that 200,000, showing up to work late. Mortgage is paid. Burna Boy catching back late.
No, the hell it ain't. Family, was that Go Home to Africa whole damn campaign? Family, that sounds just like Go Home to Africa. Africa, Africa, Africa. It's all in Africa. Oh, everybody need to go to Africa. Why in the hell does Tasha K, a gossip vlogger, fam, she a gossip vlogger. The worst thing you can be in life is a gossip vlogger, okay? If just being a gossiper ain't bad enough, you're going to be a damn gossip vlogger? How the hell you going to take two loser professions and put them together? You're a gossip vlogger, but yet you talk about going home to Africa. Let me tell you the reality of the whole situation, family. And I'm going to tell you what it really is. And I'm going to tell you what it's really hitting for. Family, Tasha K's husband's paperwork ain't together. There it is. Oh, that's what this is really about. Family, she's trying to make a pitch for her husband to stay over here. I promise you right now, if you looked at her husband's paperwork, he's not legal to the United States of America. Family, she's out here harboring a damn fugitive illegal alien. She's married to an illegal immigrant. This is why she's crashing out right now. I promise you, her husband's paperwork is as filthy as her husband's homeland. Dirty homeland, dirty paperwork. Put them both together, that's why she's mad. I promise you, y'all, if Tom Homan is listening, Tom, I think we found us a particular individual who's been over here unlawfully. Donald Trump, I know you listening. Tasha K's out here crashing out because Tasha K, she want us to save the day. Fam, you ain't getting mad like that. You ain't crashing out like that. You ain't getting canceled like that just because. You doing all of that because you understand that your husband is illegal. Fam, she been with an illegal dude the whole damn time. Fam, you think I'm playing? Fam, let me tell you something. That man is so damn illegal out here in these damn streets. Everybody knows it. Everybody sees it. Look, fam, look who's in the background. I told y'all last week. Y'all thought I was playing. Look at that man in the background. He's trying to turn them in. He said, I could get about 15 apples if I turn them in. I can get money. Tom Homan will pay me. Fam, they out there with vigilantes in villages. They got them village vigilantes. That's what that is, fam. They are trying to get that bag off of her. She know what it is, fam. She know damn well she going home every night and getting stroked by the village people. The illegal village people. I promise y'all, that's what this is. Notice, every single person who got a problem with foundational Black Americans, they got some type of connection to somebody who's here illegally, aka a criminal. Tasha K's husband is an illegal immigrant. Therefore, she's mad at FBA because we ain't saving illegal immigrants. Why you think you get all this damn African talk? Because you've been out there getting that village stroke from Mr. Mutombo, and Mr. Mutombo broke into my damn country. Don't make me pick up my phone. I will call Donald Trump on speed dial. And if you really want to talk reckless about FBA, They're going to be pulling up outside of your house. They're going to be dragging your husband out. He's going to be like the rest of the tethers. Lose all uses of their legs. He ain't going to be able to walk no more. That ain't my problem. That's your problem. That's a you problem. All right? Certified Black Society. Family, let me show y'all why I say that these individuals be crashing out. Y'all seen she was talking like that. Fam, the tether confessions was popping out when she was speaking the other day. Watch this.
Tasha, what do you think about the FBA movement? My kids are African. My grandfather is Bahamian.
Illegal. Okay, one more time. Fam, people never knew this. This all came out because she getting that damn smoke.
African. My grandfather is Bahamian. Knowing that we're Hebrew. Even though your lineage could come from South Africa or...
What's up with her in South Africa, fam? Notice she's always talking about South Africa. In South Africa, we can go there. In South Africa, we can figure it out. Family, when them foundational Black American brothers and sisters gave her that damn G-check, she started talking like this. Look at her face now. Look at her face now, family.
To refer to my family, and I get it, everybody has, they say any and everything about my family. They've called, my husband gay, they've called Theodite, they've called my kids slow. Hey, be as it may. You gotta have thick skin when you're out here. But to see, I guess, them say that I don't somehow care about my people because I married an African man.
I thought your people was tethers, though. Uh-oh. She flip-flopping. Just a second ago, she said that her people were Bahamian and her kids were African. When you call your kids African, fam, that means she got a bunch of African in her. Family, Tasha K probably ain't nowhere near the lineage. Trust me when I tell you that, fam. Look at her now. They call my kids all names like you be calling other people's kids names. Okay. We get it. We understand. Use a tether flip-flopper, a tether tap dancer. Now you having a tether temper tantrum because your husband's paperwork is as dirty as his homeland.
I don't care about my people because I married an African man. And then the video that I posted this morning, and I shouldn't have gave the bonnet clout. I should have did that, but to refer to me and my platform or my husband as booty scratcher. Now he laughed about it. It's fine. But for me, I don't know that hit different because I got a son, I got a daughter. And I'm just like, and to see our own Black people, like, that's cool. So here's the thing.
It's ours again. It's our Black people. Just a minute ago, it was us. FBA was something different to you a minute ago. Now it's us. No. Us and we have been officially stripped away from every non-foundational Black American. You can't use it no more. You want to have something to be upset about? Be upset about that.
And everybody's entitled. But here's the thing. I didn't have to react that way because at the end of the day, when I get up here, whether I make $1 or not, and I was unmonetized on this platform for a long time, okay? A long time before I accepted monetization.
Did she say unmonetized? You got something else other than your lineage you hiding? She said unmonetized. What you talking about? Are you transforming more than meets the eye so you can get monetized? You've been telling tether lies? Hold up.
I was unmonetized on this platform for a long time, okay?
Man, she said she was unmonetized. I ain't never heard that one. What else you hiding? We know you hiding something underneath that damn mop on your damn head. You hiding something on that neck? Maybe an Adam's apple?
Whether I make $1 or not, and I was unmonetized on this platform for a long time, okay?
What else you been hiding for a long time? Tasha, is it Tasha the Transformer? Is it the Transforming Tasha? What it is?
A long time before I accepted monetization. That's why I have my own separate platform and I forfeit a lot of money on social media just so I could have my private platform to be able to say what it is that I want to say and laugh about what I want to laugh about, right? With the people that genuinely fuck, with the platform. And so to anybody that felt...
The platform, or you mean the man form? Fam, she done been unmonetized on the man form. Looking real dirty. We see you. Check it.
Offended by me referring to FBA as the KKK. I wholeheartedly apologize. all I saw was divisiveness, and I saw a group of people attacking me, attacking my family. So I attacked back.
No, you ran your mouth, you got checked, and now you apologizing. Fam, let's solve this right now. Let's solve this right now. Tasha K, she just said she apologizes. Okay. How many of y'all are apologizing to her? And how many of y'all accept her apology? We gonna see who tucked their damn tail and who ran back to the drawing board to have a conversation, to have a talk, to iron it out. She just apologized. She said all that bull-ish, and she apologized. I'm looking at my certifieds right now. They ain't apologizing for ish because they ain't did nothing. But let me tell you what else my certifieds are saying right now. Hell no, F you, F your apology, F the village that you come from, F your people in that damn village, F that hairline, F that mop on your head, all 4 layers of it, F your manitization on your man form, F everything about you. Woo, look at the chat, blowing up. That's certified excellence right here. Fam, if you new to the Blackout for Network, this right here is that certified energy. That energy right now is popping, shot the lightning. If you see lightning bolts go through the sky, that's because this FBA energy and frequency is so strong. Look at all my brothers and sisters, and the people are speaking, and the people are saying, F you, Musty K. F you, F your husband, and F anybody else who got a problem with this lineage, heritage, and culture. Ain't nothing, ain't nobody bigger than the program, especially a dusty, rusty, and always musty-ass tether who gave us a tether confession. So, we tracking it. We keeping points. We keeping score. Score is that your ass just apologized and FBA said F you. F you, apology. Sound like you bowed down. Sound like you lost. Sound like you done took that damn L. And that ain't the only one. Fam, watch this. As they proceed and run their mouth, watch now, family. They start melting down even further. The 24/7 blackout crash outs brought to you by us.
That was my introduction to the FBA. That's what it was. And so I'm grateful to my winos that are on the app that are educating me, that are emailing me, that are apologizing for, I guess, the few bad actors that are out there. But when you do...
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. How you got these people apologizing, but we got 2.7 thousand people in here and ain't none of them apologizing? You lying. You lying, Musty K. Musty K, you lying. We see you. Quit fronting. Ain't no damn body apologize. Hell no, that must have been your Bohemian cousin. Ain't no FBA apologize. Fam, do y'all believe anybody ever even called her husband African booty scratcher? And then do you believe anybody really apologized to her on the back end, on the back channel, on the low? Family, she's still lying. You're still lying, Musty. Musty K. Musty K, come on now. And fam, don't she be looking like she be playing football or something, fam? She look like she need to go ahead and goddamn hop in the shower or something. God damn. The must is popping through the screen. Do any of y'all believe any of this? Nope, 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 nope. I can't even keep up with all the no's. Let's just fast forward to the end. FBAs don't believe you. You're lying again. Boy, you crashing out, Musty K. I thought you was better than this. Anybody can do this. I thought you was better. Fam, can these tethers step their game up? This ain't even competition right now. You crash out, you say some bull-ish, we check you, you lose subscribers, you apologize, you make lies, you trying to get manatized. Fam, because I think you might have a man between your thighs. And I'm not talking about somebody else. I'm talking about the mirror. So what we talking about then? We talking about a G-check, FBA.
Google it. That's all that comes up is divisiveness.
No, I don't.
I don't know who's representing y'all's lineage or...
Look at that, fam. She was about to say group. She was about to say group, fam. Look what she just did right there. I don't know who representing y'all lineage. You damn right. You better course correct. Fam, oh, this is all her getting that act right. This is act right here, Black Americans. This is act right. Watch her. She was about to say group. And then she realized that smoke is making her lose subscribers. So she said, lineage. You better say lineage. You know better.
Comes up is divisiveness. I don't know who's representing y'all's lineage or our lineage, because, you know, I'm from America. I was born here. My mom was born here. Yes, my grandfather is Bahamian. From what I was told, he died when my mom was 7. So that's all the roots that I've had, you know, that I know. I don't go as far as that. My grandmother was
do you have a dad? Fam, did she skip over her dad? Oh, I don't like that. Fam, she's a full damn tether. Family, certified black society, my certified 100s. Y'all know what we do. It's a tradition over here. Every time we hear something like that, we got to hit them with this right here. Where your people from? Fam, did y'all hear that? Are we exposing that she's a full tether? Did she give us the halftime live, fam? Did she come out and just be like, well, you know, my grandfather Bohemian and my mama and I was born here, fam? She gave us all the signals of a tether. Family, did she jump over her whole family tree? Didn't she? Oh, y'all caught that. Y'all caught it. I see y'all in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, Black Americans. Oh, we on their ass today. Fam, listen to this. I think she ain't got no damn Black American in her. Fam, she said what? Did she say she was born here? Uh-huh. And so was Mr. Mutombo. It's called a first, second, third generation immigrant. Did she skip over her dad? Does she have grandparents on the other side? Fam, between this and her being man-atized, we don't know who the hell she is other than a gossip vlogger who getting this FBA G-checking. Let's go. Listen to this excuse.
Educating me, that are emailing me, that are apologizing for, I guess, the few bad actors that are out there. But when you do Google it, that's all that comes up is divisiveness. I don't know who's representing y'all's lineage.
No, fam. When we Google her, nothing comes up. But now we seeing a bunch of damn tetherism come up. We seeing foreigners, anchor babies, fleers.
Or our lineage, because, you know, I'm from America. I was born here. My mom was born here.
She didn't say my mom is from here. She didn't say my mom is from here. She said her mom was what? She said her mom was born here. Fam, notice she skipped over where her mom's from. Let me ask you a question, my certified, beautiful, foundational Black Americans who are in the house tonight. We in here cooking on a Thursday. Family, let me ask you a question before we get back to Mrs. Mop. Family, certifieds, let me ask y'all. If somebody comes up to you and they say, where are your parents from? Are you going to say, my mom was born in Alabama? Or are you going to say, my mom is from Alabama? If somebody comes up to you and they say, hey, man, where are your cousins from? Where's your family from? Where does your family tree go back to? Are you going to say, oh, my family tree was born in Mississippi? Or are you going to say your family tree is from Mississippi? The biggest indicator of a tether is tether skipping over where you're from. Where you're from and where you're born. That's the excuse that they do. Ain't no Black American ever gonna tell you we was born somewhere when someone asked us, where are we from? You said, where are we from? And then they answered, where you're born. Your ass may have been born here in an anchor baby hospital, but you ain't no Black American. Because to be a Black American, you got to be born a Black American from the DNA. Not from a hospital. Fam, you got anchor tether babies right now being born behind Pizza Huts. They ain't Black Americans. They ain't Americans. They not even from the soil. We from the soil, fam. So it's very, very clear. What's understood doesn't need to be explained, y'all. We are from the United States of America. And I'm watching her. She said her mama was born here. Didn't say her mama's from here. She didn't say she was from here. She said she was born here. I'm just hearing I was born. Everybody was born some damn where. Where you from? Musty. Where you from, Musty? Keep it a buck. Okay. And then you talk about your grandparents, but you always talk about your mama's side, skipping over your daddy's side. Let's see if she goes further about her father. Because family, I'm starting to think mama is from the Caribbean and daddy is from Africa.
Yes, my grandfather is Bahamian. From what I was told, he died when my mom was 7. So that's all the roots that I've had, that I know. I don't go as far as that. My grandmother my great grandmother was a sharecropper. Okay,
a sharecropper? Where at? Did she say she don't go no further back? She don't go no further back. I don't know how you know all this stuff about FBA, but you don't know nothing about your own background. Fam, listen to her stutter, fumble, and bumble across her own background. She can't even get her own background right. I think dad was, no, dad. Grandpa came from, grandpa wasn't there neither. I know he was Bohemian. And then mom, that's all I know. Nah, you don't know enough. But let me tell you what we know. Your ass a damn tether. A not part-time tether, not half-time tether. She's a full tether.
Born here. Yes, my grandfather is Bahamian. From what I was told, he died when my mom was 7. So that's all the roots that I've had, that I know. I don't go as far as that.
Was she stuttering, ain't she? That all that know, we don't know yet. Wait till the facts come out.
That I've had, that I know. I don't go as far as that. My mom had, that I know. I don't go as far as that.
You don't go as far as that. Family, let me direct your eyes to the screen, my beautiful brothers and sisters. She said she don't go as far as that. Okay, well, I'm going to tell y'all how far we can go up in here. This is why, and this is the new motto, family. And y'all already heard it before, but we're going to put an extra polish on it, fam, because we extra in this era. When foundational Black Americans are talking, shut your mouth. Be quiet, pipe the hell down, and get the hell out the way. This is the FBA generation. And everybody else gonna have to move. When foundational Black Americans are talking, I want every tether, every anchor tether, every got here last night tether, shut the hell up because the bosses done stepped in the building. She said she can't go no further back. Let me show y'all how further back we can go. Family, I already showed you my great grandma. Yes, I did. Y'all say hello to Pearl one more time, double up and bring it back. Family, let's go to Mississippi. Because your brother Black Alpha can go back even further than that. If Mississippi's in the building, certified salute. MISSISSIPPI. Yes, indeed. Family, my people go back to Green, Mississippi. Look at that, fam. 1830. And we can go back on both sides because you might end up in South Carolina. Oh, we go back up in here, family. Yes. Without that brother, there wouldn't be no this brother. And without this brother, there wouldn't be no family members after me. Family certified Black Americans, certified Black society. We know exactly who the hell we are. We know exactly where the hell we came from. We know exactly what the hell we talking about. Ain't no damn tether gonna tell us a damn thing about this lineage, heritage, and culture. 1, because they ain't from here. And 2, they asses don't know what the hell they talking about. She just sat there and told you she don't know where the hell she from. She just sat there and told you she ain't got a damn clue. Look at your screen, family, right there from me, and you see exactly what I mean. We know all the way back, and we got all the damn receipts. FBA certified, and we'll take it all the way back in time. You see what I'm talking about right there. And we go further, fam. Let me show y'all why we go further out here in these streets. Fam, Black Americans ain't hearing none of that. Black Americans have made it clear. We said, F you and your apology. We said, get the hell up out of here. We said, kick rocks. Family, she's a tether. And I told y'all we was going to cook today. Family, y'all already know we cooking. We cooking the tethers, we cooking the block, and we dropping receipts, family. You know it's a special, instant classic broadcast right here from Certified 100. We just had a tether confession. Family, we done reached our verdict and our determination and our conclusion. We find Musty K guilty of impersonating a foundational Black American. And everything that she just said confirmed she ain't no foundational Black American. I heard everything other than foundational Black America. Family, you notice right there? She didn't even say a state. Fam, she didn't say not one state. Where you from, Musty K? She skipped over a state. She didn't say no damn region. She ain't say a county. She ain't say a city. Black Americans, if you ask somebody where they from in America and they don't even say a state, are they from America? Are they really from America? No, the hell you not. No, the hell you not. You from Tetherpalooza and Tether La La Land, and you done got your tether ass checked. When you ask a foundational Black American, y'all know we got pride because we built this thing. You don't know what you might hear. I know Black Americans be like, hey, listen, man, I'm from the north side, the end. I'm by Merck Park over there. You know Merck Park, that's around the corner from the ice cream store. Yep. You know Miss Gladys, 2 houses down from her by the Publix. Yeah, I know Miss Gladys. She sit outside every damn day with the lemonade. Yeah. Hell yeah, I love her, the candy lady. Man, we grew up together. Who your mama? Man, my mama know your mama. We all went to church together. Damn, come on, fam. Black Americans, forget just the city or the county. We'll start talking about size of town, roads. Fam, I'm from Marlboro Road. You from Marlboro Road? Hell yeah, I'm from Marlboro Road. I ain't even know that, bro. Damn, let's keep it good, fam. We from Oak Street, MLK Drive. What we saying here, fam? She ain't said a street. She ain't said a county. She ain't said a region. She ain't said a side of town. Your ass ain't no FBA. And right here, Black Alpha done pulled your damn receipts, and we showed everybody confirmation. She ain't Tasha K, she's Tether K. And foundational Black Americans done dropped that final receipt. G-check, cancel your ass. Let me show y'all even further what I'm talking about when I say we in here and we holding it down, holding the crown, baby. We holding it down and we holding the crown. Let me take it even a step further with our foundational Black American excellence and show you how the brothers and sisters ain't playing them games. Brothers and sisters out here, we ain't going for none of that talk you talking. Let me show y'all how it really is in the field, y'all. Let me show y'all. Family, let me ask you a question. Are these people right here Africans? Did this right here happen in Africa, my brothers and sisters? Did this happen in Africa? What about this, fam? Are these African experiences, my brothers and sisters? Are they? Or are these foundational Black American experiences? Family, you come from a rich tradition and a great background, and we won't sacrifice it for anybody. What about this right here, family? Who was there to help us during this, y'all? Oh, we're going to preach today. We're going to preach, Black Americans. Come talk to me now. Come talk to me, brothers and sisters. Can we preach a little bit? Who was there to help us during that type of situation, family? Did anybody lend assistance to us? Did anybody hold us down? Or did we deal with all of that on our own? Did anybody come to a Black American's defense when we had to deal with these race soldiers face to face? Y'all know how they run around here and they try to tell us all the damn time about these race soldiers. And they're always saying, y'all ain't got no smoke for the white man. I'm asking you right now, Black Americans, show me a picture of that right there in Africa. Show me right now. Somebody, show me the African version of this. Show me the African version of her. Who been out here in the streets dealing with any of this, fam? We have. And we ain't asked for nobody's help. We've been out here on our own, doing our own thing, and we've been making it look good. So ain't no damn Dusty Tether gonna pop up and disrespect us right now, because if you disrespecting us, you disrespecting them. And that ain't gonna fly. So you better come back to the table with some reality, or you gonna get your ass checked very quick. Look at that right there, y'all. This is what Black Americans been dealing with. And for somebody to come over here and tell you that none of that matters and you ain't really from here when they asses weren't here. Let me say this right now, fam. Watch me. I want everybody to look at me when I'm talking. Watch this, fam. For anybody to come over here and disrespect what I just showed you right there, but they weren't right there with us, then they asses have no positioning to speak. The days of disrespecting FBA are over, fam. Your one time of us telling you has expired. Now you about to get the smoke, fam. It's going to be the smoke show. Trust me. You're not going to disrespect Black Americans who had to deal with all that pain and all that strife. You're not going to disrespect foundational Black Americans who did it by ourselves. Fam, we couldn't look to nobody else. Nobody was coming around that corner. It was just us. So since it's just us, then we is going to ride. And we're going to ride full time, full service, straight up off rip. Let's take it a step further, my beautiful foundational Black Americans. I got a new one. Fam, I want everybody to mark this down, okay? All right, I just dropped this yesterday. What we gonna start saying now, y'all, is being anti-foundational Black American is unpatriotic. Being foundational Black American is us. Being anti-foundational Black American is un-American. You gonna hate the people who built America? The people who laid the foundation? The people who made it possible for everybody to come here? The people who fought in every single war, liberated every single person around the planet Earth? You gonna hate FBA? The new wave and the new motto is anti-foundational Black American vitriol is un-American. There's nothing more unpatriotic than being anti-foundational. Now let's see how they handle that one. Now let's see how they handle that one, fam. Oh, I got them. Oh, y'all know it's easy work, family. Y'all see who's behind me? Boom. Easy work, fam. Boom. Easy work. Family, if you disrespect foundational Black Americans, you're disrespecting America. If you disrespect foundational Black Americans, you're disrespecting this great country. This country everybody loves. They just celebrated 250 years. Fam, those 250 years wouldn't be here without us. So now what we're doing, fam, is that we're attaching the two. Disrespect towards FBA, the oldest, strongest lineage, is disrespect to the United States of America by the fabric that we stand on. If you disrespect FBA, you're disrespecting America, and anti-foundational Black American vitriol rhetoric despise is as anti-America as a treasonous. It's a treasonous act to hate foundational Black Americans. It's a treasonous act to hate foundational Black American lineage, because you can't separate us from America, right? So therefore, we can't separate your vitriol and your rhetoric from us and America. Gotcha. Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do, baby? Oh, we in here today. We in here today, family. It's easy work. So next time you hear somebody say something negative about FBA, make sure you tell them you're anti-America. You're anti-patriotic. Somebody needs to get Donald Trump on the damn phone and turn in all these damn treasonists. Now what they gonna do? Because when you paint them anti-American because they're anti-FBA, it's a wrap. Think about it, y'all. When somebody says something negative about the dominant society, everybody runs and says how anti-American they are. If you say something bad about Brad or Karen or Ken, first thing people do is say, that's unpatriotic, right? Well, if you say something bad about Marcus, Jerome, or my good sister, Michelle, your ass is anti-foundational Black American and you anti-American. Now what you gonna do? Not a damn thing. And family, let me tell y'all why we gotta regulate these type of people. Because if you don't regulate these type of people, you're going to see all types of other people pop up. And when other people pop up, they say the same thing that the last one said. And we're going to check all of them. Y'all look at your screen right now. Y'all look at y'all screen right now. Fam, look at this hefty and not lefty. Okay, look at this hefty and not lefty. I want y'all to see what I mean when I say that these individuals think they slick. Y'all watch this Deontay Kyle and watch what he says about foundational Black Americans.
When I speak out against FBA, it's like, oh, you don't with Black Americans. Like, I am a Black American.
What the do you mean?
No, I said FBA specifically. I didn't say
Right.
Black Americans, because I say Black American.
Yeah.
This foundational got you acting weird.
Right, because
y'all think y'all to the second power or something.
Right. It because when they say it, it's not just I'm Black American who descended from Black Americans. They saying it like Black American supremacy. And it's like, part. That's the problem.
That's where we're lost.
Ain't nobody said that. Fam, notice how they keep trying to associate us with the oppressor. They keep trying to associate us with the oppressor, family. Watch what they doing.
Problem.
And then that y'all listen to was like, it just said it the other day, like, oh, Donald Trump's kind of growing on me.
Oh, see. Nah.
Hey, I like really hate immigrants. Like, y'all. And listen, here's the thing. You're not gonna come over here talking hot about my culture. Yeah. You're not gonna come over here talking hot about my people. I'm not with that. I'm gonna defend that every day.
You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna, fam, they always pull that talk like, you ain't gonna do what you think you gonna do. Your ass gonna go right along with them and say the same damn things. Quit being tough. Quit being, you look like about 450 pounds of chew bubble gum. You ain't seen a woman in your damn life. Quit talking tough. Your ass is softer than carnival cotton candy. You ain't gonna do nothing because you ain't really no damn FBA like that. You come from Mayo Melissa. All right, you don't even know no black side. You ain't nothing but a tragic Mayo mulatto.
It's them my people. You talking about me at this point.
Right.
But I'm also not like, go back to your country. Like,
Be for real.
Handle your business.
I'm jealous that you know what country you came from.
Also, no matter how you
Look how fam they trying to be slick. That's the damn country you come from. But they run from it though. But you run from them countries though. Oh, we got them today. Oh, they in trouble today, family. Oh, they gonna get that work.
Arrive here and what you think about yourself and you think you better than when you get here, you about to find out.
You about to. Real quick. You about to find out that you are just a over here.
Yo, wake-up call is impending.
It's soon come.
I'll say you're wrong, but I also say just be patient.
Yeah, there definitely is an attitude amongst some immigrants.
Fam, why she look like him? Why they look alike, family? They look alike, fam. I don't know what they got going on over there. They look just alike, fam. Y'all see how these shields all look alike? You see what we talking about? Yeah. And what Tariq be calling them? Ticklish tethers. They always try to hide behind these laughs. Every time they do, it's a fake ass laugh. But notice, fam, they're over there just saying all these negative rhetorics about foundational Black Americans. And anytime it comes to one of these foreigners, they always seem to skip over it, don't they? Don't they always skip over it, fam, when it comes to a foreigner?
And what you think about yourself and you think you better than when you get here, you about to find out.
You about to. Real quick. You about to find out that you are just a over here.
Yo, wake-up call is impending.
It's soon come.
I'll say you're wrong, but I also say just be patient. Yeah,
there definitely is an attitude amongst some immigrants that like they can come over here and just work hard. And that's the problem with Black Americans.
So when I speak out against FBA, it's like,
stop. Fam, notice what they're doing. Oh, we got them. Oh, they in trouble now. You in trouble, Hefty. Oh, yeah, we got you now. Let me tell you what they're trying to do, fam. And I've been seeing a bunch of bums do this on Twitter, and I'm going to clear this up. People keep trying to separate foundational Black American from Black American. Foundational Black American and Black American are the same damn thing. Y'all know what the hell it is. People are always trying to separate foundational Black American from indigenous. It's the same damn thing. See, they don't like the fact that foundational is such airtight that it connects everything. So now you got people coming out saying, oh, I'm not talking about Black Americans. I'm talking about foundational Black Americans. Same damn thing. Fam, they think just because you put one extra word on it, that it's going to change something. Doesn't it tell you and confirm to you how much that one term foundational is whooping their ass? Family, has foundational whoop they ass to the point of no return? Is it? Family, think about it. Foundational, founder. Foundational, original. Foundation, builder. See, foundational Black American encompasses everything in one. That's why they don't like it. The most dangerous term for all these tethers and these ops is foundational. They can't hide from it. It's the same exact thing. And the fact that they can't stop that from being the case is breaking them down. They try to come in and try to associate us with all these people. Ain't gonna work. Foundational Black Americans, we where it's at, and we represent everybody. Fam, there's 50 million of us. Some foundational Black Americans are Republicans. Some foundational Black Americans are Democrats. Some are liberals. Some are conservatives. Some are Muslims. Some are Christians. Fam, you can be a foundational Black American and be anything that you want to be. But we talking about the foundational Black American certified grassroots. Now, let me give you the other term that's whooping their ass. Certified. And when you say certified foundational Black American, that whoops them up. See, when we say certified, that means that we are authentic, we thorough. Certified also means that we have a birth certificate from America. Sorry, you don't have one, Mr. Tetherman. You don't. And certified also means that we represent the core of the community. So now we're saying certified foundational Black American. You can't mix that up or tangle that up with anything. That's what's got everybody against the ropes right now. See, they want to try to make it look like we're a group. They try to groupify us. They try to make it look like we got a leader. See, they'll try to say our brother Tariq is our leader. They'll try to say Black Alpha is a lieutenant or a general. Fam, if foundational Black Americans are a group, where the hell do we sign up at? If foundational Black Americans are some type of group, where do we sign up at? Ain't no meetings, never had none. I'm not a leader. I'm not a lieutenant. I'm not a captain. I'm your brother. Our brother Tariq Nasheed, he's not the leader. He's our brother. You are my brother. You are my sister. They don't like the fact, fam, that we're not a group with leaders. We're a lineage with brothers and sisters. Notice everything that they say is frail and weak, and they want us to follow. We not. They going to walk right off that damn cliff by themselves. Everything that we say is powerful and impacting and elevating. We've got elevation terms. We don't have terms that take us back. There ain't no leaders. There ain't no groups. It's a lineage of 50 million foundational Black Americans. And inside of that lineage, you have the grassroots. And right now, it's the grassroots that's their problem. We costing elections on these people. We drying up money on these people. Family, certified foundational Black Americans, we done dried up all that Pan-African money. They ain't got none. Certified foundational Black Americans, we done dried up all of that social aid that they've been getting from social programs. They ain't getting it no more. We done dried up all of those think tanks, all those extra dollars. You don't see them no more. And even foreign aid going back to Africa, we done dried all that up. We are responsible for making all of these people go bankrupt, fam. They are in the bushes. They are bushmeat and bankrupt, all thanks to us. And that's why you see everybody crashing all the way out, and we ain't coming to save them. Now, family, speaking of people to come and save them, we just seen Deontay Kyle, who's a nobody, okay? He always be talking on them podcasts. You ain't seen one out near thing with this dude anywhere. You ain't no activist, you a chump. You ain't no rider, you a bum. And don't nobody give a damn, especially, family, when I found some pictures that came out. And family, who the hell takes any type of advice from somebody who's walking around with some damn shorts like that? What the hell this man thinking? Family, I'm going to take advice from a lot of people. It ain't going to be this Pooh Bear talking right here. Okay? Family, did the man come out here with swim trunks on and a dirty ass shirt? Hair needs to not be combed. Somebody needs to take a whole damn lawnmower to it. Family, what the hell is this? And why the hell he thought it was safe to come outside like that? And what the F he think he doing? And who the F he think he fooling? If you don't take your pudgy Pillsbury hoe boy self back to whatever the hole you crawled out of, you ain't welcome here. And family, I heard that's an edited photo. We also heard the man had ketchup, mustard on a hot dog. That's not the first hot dog he had. I heard he had a lot of hot dogs. I heard he likes the cold dogs, the mild dogs, the lukewarm dogs. I heard he'll take all the dogs. That's what we heard on the curb, and that's the word. Yeah, you getting smoked right now, partner. Bow down, checkmate. You dealing with the best. FBA don't play that. Dude out here with all the hot dog. He punking it up with the hot dogs. And family, if that wasn't bad enough, I found the most disturbing picture. And I was wrestling with myself on whether I should expose this to the world. And then I said, hell, who am I to mess tradition up? Family, if that ain't bad enough, y'all look at the screen right here. Family, we heard he been cozying up next to Holden Martin. Him and Holden got a thing hoeing on. And I heard they've been holding on to each other. He said, hold on to your scrub. Roland was shocked. Roland was like, get that damn camera out of here. Beep, beep, beep. And you gonna come and hear them FAA fools? And notice, Deontay wasn't even upset. Deontay said, oh, it is what it is. He said, that's okay, Roland. I don't mind. Why you been lying about us anyway, Roland? It's time that the world know about us. Y'all see how Deontay was proud. He was tired of having a hidden entanglement with Roland. He wanted everybody to know about it. Roland didn't want it to come out, but it done came out, and they done crashed out. And foundational Black Americans are responsible for y'all and y'all punk alerts. Got him, spot him, done. Y'all know how it go. Number one over here on this side. And family, when they come around here and they try to spew this rhetoric, right, about how foundational Black Americans are so mean, family, all that is a failed attempt at slander. Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all noticed how all of the anti-foundational Black American rhetoric is starting to backfire? Have y'all noticed that? These people who just make up these blatant, bold lies about foundational Black Americans, nobody believes them. That's really putting their liars in the hole. Everybody thought that they were just going to make up things about FBA and it would stick. Well, now the general American society is looking at all these lies they tell about us, all this slander they say about us, and now everybody's pointing their finger at the liar. See, disrespecting the people who built the nation will never end good from you, okay? It'll never end good for you. Anytime you disrespect the people who laid the foundation, it's all going to ricochet back onto you. It's going to have a backfire effect on you. Every person who's came out and said complete insane rhetoric and lies and despise and vitriol and prejudice against foundational Black Americans, they have all ended up getting the sting of the latch, and they've all ended up getting canceled. Fat Joe ran his mouth on a podcast. You seen what happened to him? Checkmate. You seen Buster Without the Rhymes? He was running his mouth. Checkmate. I heard next thing you know, he's fruiting up next to Jim Jones. I don't know. I saw the video. That's what I heard. I heard he was trying to rub up on people. That's what I heard. So he's been exposed. You can go to Tether K, exposed, subscribers gone. What do you want to talk about, family? Everybody who's popped up is done for. You want to talk about Milk Dud? You want to talk about Godfrey? Both of them out the paint. You can't disrespect the people who built the nation, not on a social level, not on a metaphysical level, and not on a spiritual level. You just can't do it. So everybody's getting their ABK, anti-Black karma, because people are watching and they're saying, well, hold on now. You can say a lot of lies, but you can't say that Black Americans didn't build America. You can say a lot of lies, but you can't say that foundational Black Americans are the CIA when it's on record that the CIA has always targeted Black Americans. You can say a lot of lies, but you can't say that the only lineage who's ever fought back against the system of white supremacy and white supremacists are the supremacists. You sound like and you look like a fool saying that Black Americans are somehow the KKK when Black Americans, even the dominant society will tell you, are the only people who've ever fought back against the system of supremacy. Think about that, fam. Tobacco Ted, Trailer Park Trevor, Meth Head Melissa. They're hearing Musty K say Black Americans are the KKK. And do you know what Tobacco Ted is saying? Tobacco Ted saying that ain't true because we've been the ones checking Tobacco Ted. See, nobody knows that FBA KKK bullish was a lie more than the dominant society, because the dominant society knows the only people who have ever thrown them paws back at them are us. The dominant society knows the only people who've ever fought them are us. The dominant society knows the only people who have ever stood up for rights is us. So every time somebody regurgitates that type of lie, it doesn't make FBA look bad. It makes them look bad. And they're going outside. So the more these people talk bad about foundational Black Americans, the worse their lives become. You're going to lose your job, you're going to lose an election, and you're going to lose any dignity, because you cannot disrespect the foundation of America, because being anti-FBA is being anti-American, and you are unpatriotic, and there's no room for an unpatriotic person here in the United States of America, spoken and agreed upon by foundational Black Americans, the originals. And let me tell y'all even further. How many of y'all remember this lady a few days ago? Do y'all remember her? You remember the lady who said she wants to be adopted by FBA? How many of you guys remember that? It was about a week ago, right? And remember how y'all was saying, get the hell out of here, kick rocks? Y'all remember that, family? Well, okay. Watch this right here. She mad at y'all. She didn't like the fact that y'all denied her access to being adopted. She don't like the fact that you told her she's an African and she needs to stay out of FBA business. She don't like the fact that Black Americans revoked her. Watch this woman.
I recently made a video basically thanking African Americans for being the reason that I decided to stay in this country as an African immigrant, despite the system not being the best and despite how immigrants are treated in this country under this administration. And I got this comment so many times under my post. We are foundational Black Americans. We are not African Americans. It's simple. I don't know why y'all have such a hard time with that concept. We don't. And there is a reason I said African American and used it interchangeably with Black American. Let's learn some definition.
No. Fam, look at her trying to tell us what we gonna learn. Look at her, fam. This is why you don't let nobody talk. This is why we don't have no back and forth with these tethers, family. Did she just say, let's talk some definitions? Look at her, fam. She thinks she gonna tell us about us. She thinks she gonna tell us about us, family. Who's she talking to? Did she say she uses Black American and African American interchangeably? Who the hell you think you talking to? Africanaut? Hell no.
With Black American, let's learn some definitions. Foundational Black Americans or FBA, is a very lineage-based denomination, and it wants to distinguish between native-born descendants of U.S. chattel slavery and more recent immigrants from Africa or from the Caribbean. And what it advocates for is lineage-specific policies like reparations, for example. Black American is just a definition of anybody that lives in the United States, that has American citizenship, and that identifies as Black. And these are not personal opinions. Those are the definitions of what these things are.
Fam, y'all see this tether talk? Just a couple days ago, it was, I love y'all so much. Can y'all allow me to be a part? I was adopted by y'all. I'm your long-lost African cousin. And now she trying to tell us what FBA is.
And African American is a term that was popularized by Reverend Jesse Jackson in the 80s, even though the term appeared, I think, in 1700 something, 80 or 90, but he popularized it in the 80s because his logic was, since we have Italian Americans and Irish Americans, Black people also want to have some type of term that makes them belong to the same origin, the same culture, and he chose African American for that. So in my video, when I said thank you to African Americans, no, I did not mean foundational Black Americans. Thank you for mansplaining it to me. I meant.
Oh, now she's saying she didn't mean it for us. Listen, fam, look at her trying to flip-flop now. You know damn well a few days ago, you was begging foundational Black Americans to accept you. Now when we said we ain't accepting you, now she's trying to say, I'm not talking to FBA. I'm talking to African Americans. I'm talking to just Black Americans. Fam, we're not letting these people divide us up. Foundational Black Americans are the only real Black Americans in the world. African Americans are not us. You can't divvy it up, cut it up, subtract it, and multiply.
And everybody, including foundational Black Americans, Caribbeans, descendants of more recent immigrants from Africa, Afro-Latinos, because we cannot deny the contributions that those people have brought to the African-American culture. And I'm just amazed.
What? What they done brought to our culture? Who? What have they contributed, fam? Family, certifieds. What the hell is this woman smoking? She must be on some of that bushmeat dope. I'm serious, fam. I don't know. She's on that continental crack because this is not computing. What do you mean they contributed to our culture? What has Africans or Jamaicans or Haitians done to contribute to our culture? We were already solid when your ass got here, Mutombo.
Recent immigrants from Africa, Afro-Latinos, because we cannot deny the contributions that those people have brought to the African-American culture. And I'm just amazed that there's so much animosity between all these, because in the end of the day, if there's one thing that we can agree on, that's if we have common sense, because I know that even this is controversial for many. All of us who have melanin, all of us who look like this and a little bit lighter and a lot darker, all of us come from Africa. So when I see in the comments that the conversation started with that, but then went much further, and people are literally arguing and calling themselves names. And I saw some people calling a Haitian guy a roach, Caribbeans insulting African Americans, and African Americans insulting.
That person who said that to a Caribbean was probably a Dominican. It was probably a Dominican who said that. Fam, notice she didn't say who said that to the Haitian. You mean the same Dominicans who are out there deporting them on moped? Is that who it is? Don't be trying to dump your dirty diaspora dysfunction on foundational Black Americans. We reject your deposit again. Get the hell up out of here.
I just think it's wow. It just blew my mind. And at an individual level, if somebody wants me to call them African American, I will happily call them that. If they identify more as a Black American, I will gladly call them that. Some people do not want to be grouped by their skin color. Others do not want to be grouped by an origin. So it's whatever you want me to call you, I will. But this is the internet. I cannot make everybody happy. So I did use them interchangeably. But FBA was not what I meant.
No, FBA checked your ass and told you no. So you trying to run over there to the damn Caribbean. Notice that, fam. What that was, she tried to come in the door. She said, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say that I'm a Black American and I'm down with the FBAs. And the FBA said, who the hell are you? Get the hell up out of here. African, bounce, hell no. You revoked, access denied. We reject your deposit. And then she said, well, I wasn't talking to FBAs. I'm talking to the Black Americans. Black Americans are the FBAs. Now what? Well, I was talking to the African Americans. They don't exist. Now what? Your ass done did all that running, did a whole damn circle, and still ended up in the land of no damn where. You ain't even going nowhere. Fam, she ain't even get off the ground. She ain't even get off the ground. She done failed and failing. Fam, all they do is lose. They just lose, lose, lose. That's it. She thought she was going to come in the door, and now she's saying, well, I ain't mean foundational Black Americans. No. It was foundational Black Americans who told your ass to bounce, get the hell up out of here, to pack your ish and leave. See, family, they don't like the fact that we're making boss moves and power moves, okay? They don't like the fact that we're doing what we want to do. Everybody is stuck in the psychosis of they believe that they can get whatever they want like they used to. See, they love the term African-American because the African-American was a punk, okay? The real brothers and sisters never identified as that. We've got all the receipts on that. They don't like the foundational Black Americans because the foundational Black Americans are bosses. This is why I tell everybody it's a paradigm shift. It's an energy shift, and it's pushing everything on about the way. And it's ushering in this new era. But isn't it funny, family? And let me ask y'all this. Isn't it funny? Yes, continental crack. Yes. Y'all write that one down. Continental crack, boy. She got about 15 pipes of it. But isn't it funny, Black Americans, that everybody's so upset at us? Everybody's so down bad. Everybody's so hurting. But yet they always want to claim us. Isn't it funny how all of these people say that foundational Black Americans don't exist, but they always want to claim foundational Black Americans? One minute it's FBA don't exist, it's a group. Next minute is FBA, y'all really African. I thought we didn't exist. I thought we weren't real. It's funny how they tell us that we ain't real, but they always trying to claim us. It's funny how they say we don't exist, but they always want to put their name on us. How the hell you gonna try to claim something that just a minute ago you said don't exist? And then isn't it also funny, family, that when you go to Africa, Africa has 3,000, no cap, they have 3,000 different ethnicities. Why everybody mad at ours? Fam, don't let nobody tell y'all that foundational Black Americans are anything other than what we are. We are an exceptional, a marvelous lineage, heritage, and culture. You got 3,000 different ethnicities right there in Africa, but you mad at this one ethnicity way over here in America. And we built America. You don't believe me? Let's go to the block. Family, look at your screen. Look at your screen. See what I mean? Ethnic groups. 3,000 of them are in Africa. How in the hell you ain't mad at them? How come they don't exist? How come you ain't trying to tell them what the definition is? You want to leave all that out. Linguistics and anthropologists estimate there are more than 3,000 distant ethnic groups across Africa's 54 countries. High concentration. Nigeria alone is home to over 250 to 375 distant ethnic groups. Damn. Scale difference. Groups range from tens of millions of people to smaller communities numbering only a few thousand. Family, look at all of those damn ethnic groups in Africa. Why are you so mad at foundational Black Americans in America? Look at your screen. Y'all know Black Alpha gonna have them receipts, baby. Y'all know we gonna go out with style. Look at this right here, fam. Look at all of those different ethnic groups that you see present in Africa. I mean, damn. Family, they've got more ethnic groups than we have states 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 50 different times over. You really want to go there? Oh, they don't want to talk about that, though. See, if you talk about that, that means you'd have to expose the fact that don't nobody believe you. You're over here worrying about foundational Black Americans, but you ain't said nothing about all of those different people over there. Oh, you in trouble now. You in trouble because see now, family, nowadays we can put all that on the table and we can expose these people for who they are. They want to talk about who hates what and all the disrespect. See, fam, we understand what victims look like and we understand what want to be victims looks like. But let me tell you, do you know what you call somebody who wants to be a victim? You call that a coward. See, these people are cowards. They want to be victims because they want victim privileges, okay? They want people to believe them, and they only want people to believe them because they know they're telling lies and bullshit. Family, they talk all that talk about who's mean and all this, fam. Look what Africans are out there putting out right now. Look at this, family. You know that's a lie. You know that's a damn lie. Look at this, fam. They'll never be like us, the Makatas. Family, you know that's a damn lie. You know that is a lie. But look what they're trying to sell us. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm talking about? This is what Africans is out there putting out. See, family, they run around here all damn day long and disrespect foundational Black Americans. Yes, they do. How about this? Look at this right here, family. Look at all that anti-Akata talk. They always talk about what goes on the internet. Family, when we look at the internet, all we see is them making all types of threats, but nobody ever brings it up. Nobody ever mentions it. I hate Black Americans so much. Oh, y'all ain't see that part though, huh? Y'all skipped over that though, huh? Y'all ain't want to acknowledge that though, huh? What about this right here, family? That right there is what I received personally. Family, let me tell you how real it is in the field, brothers and sisters. Let me show y'all this. Somebody sent me this a year ago. And you see where it says the media is hidden? Family, when you open that media clip, it's the famous picture where a Black American brother was being lynched and the W's were sitting there laughing. This didn't come from a supremacist, family. This didn't come from a Mayo. This is what an African tether sent me when we were doing our hair braiding boycott. This is personally what they wrote me. It said, keep boycotting tethers with the same skin color as you and not the W people that used to break your BITC FBA ancestors and lynch them like pigs. A good FBA is a lynched FBA. Family, we ain't let none of these people try to tell us anything other than we ain't gonna let these people run around here and run their mouth. We ain't gonna let these people disrespect what we done built. And we damn sure ain't gonna let these people try to pretend like what you see on your screen didn't happen. That's what they've been telling us, fam. This is how they've been speaking. So there's only one way to handle that. The way we handle every situation. Regulating. You regulate the tethers, you regulate the fleers, you regulate the mayos, you regulate the teos. Because that's what happens when you put them together. A mayo and a tether are a teo. We checking all of them. Everybody get it. Everybody get it. Anything that you deem as off-code or detrimental to certified foundational Black Americans, check their ass on site. They won't come back. Remember, y'all, our G-check only goes one time, not two times, because before they even think about coming back, they asses turn back and go in the opposite direction. We regulating everybody. We're not going to pretend that that don't go on. See, fam, we've seen what it is. And we also understand they'll never acknowledge that. You're dealing with fake people who are losers. Fam, their fakeness is the reason why they're losing in the first place. So the fact that they losing and the fact that they ain't got nothing is the reason why foundational Black Americans are sitting over here so good, so strong, and so powerful, while all of them crash out. Let me show y'all what I mean by crashing out, fam. And then we're going to break something down even further because we about to really, really, really turn up in the house tonight, my beautiful FBAs. But let me show y'all again what I mean by these individuals think they slick. Oh, yeah, they think they slick, fam. But before I show you that about how slick these individuals think they are, let me show y'all one more thing about Mrs. Tether K. Y'all remember when Mrs. Tether K was crashing out because she ended up losing all of that money that she had to end up giving to Cardi B? Family, she started a GoFundMe page. Oh, yes, she did. A lot of people don't know this, but family, let me show y'all what I mean by it. She had a GoFundMe and she wanted us to come and save her. Family, she wanted a GoFundMe for us to pay her bills for her disrespecting Cardi B. Yes. And foundational Black Americans said hell to the no. So she had a whole damn meltdown, crash out in full time, real time, and everybody watched it. Look at that right there, fam. That is her. And fam, when I say she crashed out, I mean she crashed all the way to hell out. All the way to hell out. Family, she set up a GoFundMe for the 4 million debt, fam. She only was able to raise $9K. Family, all she got was $9K. She thought that she was going to get something and nobody came to save her. So family, when we say that she wants us to save her from her husband getting deported, it's the same exact thing that we mean when we say that she wanted us to save her from that damn debt. She thought she was going to clout chase foundational Black Americans. But let me tell you something about everybody who tries to clout chase, fam. They be chasing, but they ain't getting no clout. And in the middle of them chasing us, fam, their asses run right off a damn cliff. You ain't getting no money from FBA. We know your husband's illegal. We know you a full-time tether, and we know you lost all them subscribers. So bring on the next tether. We're going to check them the same way we checked you. We're going to check them all because when it's all said and done, it's going to be what it was in the beginning. Foundational Black Americans first, foundational Black Americans only, foundational Black Americans up. Fam, the streets have been talking, and let me tell y'all what the streets been saying. The streets have been making it clear. Ain't nobody coming to save you, Musty K. Watch this.
Shit. Damn. Tasha. Sad, man. I can't believe you said that. So you saying FBA is like compared to the KKK? See, this is how you know somebody a foreigner right here, because they get American history so misconstrued and twist and turn, chopped and screwed and all that, man. You folks don't even know nothing about American history. You don't know what the KKK was. The KKK was actually an organization that had political power and had judges, lawyers, doctors, and everybody. That was a real organization. It was real politicians, senators, policemen, and all that type of stuff. FBAs aren't doing anything to any black migrants, and they just saying, bro, unite us and stay out of our politics and speak on your behalf. Don't speak on our behalf. That's all we're saying.
It's starting to backfire on you. It's starting to backfire. She thought she was going to get some sympathy. Ain't getting $1.
So you saying FBAs are compared to the KKK? See, this is how you know somebody a foreigner right here.
You and her can shut up. Tell her to give Cardi her money. She got bigger fish to fry. Go pay that $4 million. Thank you.
I've had a couple people DM me and ask me what I think about Tasha K, but all I'm going to say is, what the fuck do you think I'm going to say about a dirt neck Caribbean tether?
Woo! Wait. Say it one more time, my sister. One more time, double up and bring it back.
DM me and ask me what I think about Tasha K, but all I'm going to say is, what the fuck do you think I'm going to say about a dirt neck Caribbean tether?
Damn!
Oh, okay. No notes. Tethering, dirt necking, per usual. What's new? Oh, okay. That's all.
Damn! Family, every single thing that she has said has failed and crashed out. That's because of us. Oh, everything's backfiring. Fam, she ran her mouth about foundational Black Americans. She got checked by foundational Black Americans. She tried to apologize to foundational Black Americans, and that ish got rejected from foundational Black Americans. Oh, it's so lovely to be us. Brothers and sisters ain't playing. Brothers and sisters are standing on business. Have y'all noticed that in this delineation, it's always Black American brothers, Black American sisters with the same assignment, the same agenda, checking these folks together? Y'all notice that? What has brought us together more than delineation, family? Delineation gives you the same sensation that you get when you or your brother, you or your sister, you or the cousins go and put the paws on somebody. If you got a brother or sister, shout out to everybody in here. You got a brother, you got a sister, let me know, fam, because y'all know certified salute to the family, because we all one big family. We ain't like the tethers who leave their family, okay? If you got a brother or sister or cousin, have y'all ever been out somewhere and y'all got into it with some people, but it was you and your family against them? Family, doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that bring you in tighter? I'm going to tell you right now, whenever me and my brother will go handle business together, man, we'll come home, we popping bottles. Anytime me and my cousins will go out and we handle some business, it is perfect. One time, me, my brother, and my dad almost whooped on somebody one day. And it was good, because when your daddy telling you, go get him, you better go get him. And then when mama say go get him, hey, what did it say? Mama said knock you out. Fam, when mama say knock you out, when daddy say go get him, and your brothers and sisters and cousins is with you, shit. Y'all notice that? We fight together, they fight against each other. And delineation has brought us together. So the more people like Musty K talk, the more people like Musty K get canceled. And FBA's only getting stronger. I told y'all, all that anti-FBA rhetoric has backfired. And all you got to do is look at everybody who's been running their mouth. Shout out to y'all whole family. I see y'all. Certified salute. If your cousins, your grandma, anybody watching this right now, I got a certified salute for them. Got a certified salute for them. Got a certified salute for y'all. Let it go. Family, this is where we're at right now. We're stronger than ever. We're powerful. We're breaking them down. Everybody's afraid, and it's going on. And we're going to start pulling up and letting people know, no matter where it is, no matter what's cracking, we on that ass. And foundational Black Americans, we ain't giving no passes. We ain't compromising. We ain't taking no steps back. I'm loving it. Remember, y'all, this generation is a generation based on foundational Black Americans being united as one. And when we unite as one, we get everything done, y'all. And this is why we're so powerful in every aspect. Let me show y'all how powerful we are, my good brothers and sisters. Family, she thought she was going to come out here and run those lies on us. And then we found out the reason why Musty K has been trying to use FBA as clout is because she's got hairline spray coming out. Yeah, fam, she's got a hairline spray. Uh-huh. She's trying to move some damn chemicals. Fam, this is what they say. If you put on some hairline spray, they say that the fleas will go away. Uh-huh. And when you spray it on, family, then you can see it. Y'all should have knew she was a tether, because I don't know what the hell that is on top of her head. She said, you spread once and you spread twice, and you might end up with something like that right there, family. They trying to grow their damn hairlines, and they trying to use some damn hairline spray to do it. Because, family, a lot of people don't know why she was running around doing all of that. We seen something that nobody wanted to acknowledge and address. Family, that damn sticky pad on top of her head was peeling off. And they seen it peeling off. And when that sticky pad was peeling off, everybody knew your ass ain't no damn foundational Black American. So, family, we done got us a tether confession from this non-FBA, roasted this non-FBA, and now she's trying to sell tether hairline spray. Damn, today was a good day. Shout out to my brother Ice Cube, and shout out to all of you. Family, I got my brother in the house tonight, and my brother said he gonna go ahead and drop some work and some receipts on this particular individual. And my brother said, if you disrespect foundational Black Americans, then he will personally come see you. Now, I know we said she gonna have to come to us, but sometimes we pull up on them, and my brother's notorious for pulling up on these people. Godfrey, we still waiting on you, Godfrey, you old dude, or Zambamba, or whatever the hell, that African dude. Well, you don't see him anymore because he ran into my partner, and my partner checked him on what FBA is, okay? And foundational Black Americans will check everybody. We can check them when we are certified, turned up to the max. We can check them intellectually. We can check them with receipts. We can check them with any damn thing that we please. I want everybody tonight to say what's up to my good brother, Dave Anderson. What up, brother?
Certified salute, good brother. How are you?
I'm doing good, family. How you doing today, brother?
Man, if I had your hands, I'd cut mine off. It's a phenomenal day to be a foundational Black American.
My brother. Now, me and you spoke, fam. And
yes, sir.
You know what's going on. And I want my regulators and certifieds to know that it's about to go down, because you're going to bring some smoke to a particular individual, and you want the regulators and the certifieds to continue to check them in the process, so it'll be a double checking. Go ahead, my brother.
Sir.
Tell everybody how you feel about that statement that was made by us.
Okay, so my main thing has always been, you do not disrespect the people who own the house. You do not disrespect those of us that have sacrificed. My grandfather ran from the clan that was going to lynch him because he whooped the Grand Dragon's son.
Wait a minute.
So
people are saying that they can't hear. I hear good.
Y'all can't.
That sounds good to me. How many of y'all can hear? I hear it sound good to me.
Check.
You sound good. Ain't nothing muted on my side, fam.
No, it's not muted over here either.
Okay, keep going, fam. Refresh your page if you are having an issue. Brother Cook, go ahead.
All right, so my main thing, like I said, my grandfather had to run through the night because he beat the brakes off a Klansman's son, and they were going to lynch him. You know, and then he went and served in the military, the whole nine. Like, I have my roots in Virginia and South Carolina. So as a foundational Black American on both sides, I take great offense to somebody comparing us to the greatest enemy we've had on our soil. You know, there's no membership cards. You know, you've never heard of us going to a polling place and pulling up on Jamaican Americans or Ugandan Americans or Nigerian Americans and saying, y'all can't vote unless your grandfather could vote here. We didn't do that. We didn't stop any Jamaican, any Ghanaian, any Malian from going to school. We haven't done any of that. We're not burning down their businesses. You don't know any foundational Black American that's sitting around here bombing. But I can point out a DC sniper that was a tether. I can point out that illegal that they labeled as Black that unalived that white girl on the train who shouldn't have been here in the first place. And where it gets really sticky for me is people like, well, she's going to get a bag, this, that, and the third. She's been getting a bag off of Black people, not to mention the majority of her audience, whether we choose to admit it or not. But we need some straightening amongst ourselves, because the majority of her audience happens to be foundational Black American. And on top of that, there is what I like to call a coalition of these gossip mess folks. Mona Scott Young, Fred, who owns Media Takeout. Bossip was just acquired by Radio One, but before then, they were also African. There are all of these places that have control of our image when the palm colored people have control of them, and they're their puppets, and they sit around and they will literally find different ways to make us look foolish. Do you honestly think, as many people who have started streaming networks, that Lem just magically got there by himself? No, there's a palm-colored woman behind him named Amanda Cerny. But let's go back to Tasha K for a minute. I'm trying to understand how the term African booty scratcher made somebody so upset that you disparage 50 million people and their ancestors in one fell swoop. But Corey Holcomb has been calling you Monkey K for years. I ain't heard a word. Now, I could be wrong. I'm a fallible human being. I need to check in with the certifieds to see if I'm right. But I ain't never heard her clap back at Corey Holcomb that quickly with that much vitriol. Has she decided to clap back on Jason Lee when Jason Lee compared her to the daughter on that old ABC TV show Dinosaurs and said she looked like Baby Bop?
But
But
I heard nothing.
some random person who we don't know, because I asked who it was, I never got a straight answer. Some random person we don't know. And she has never identified, even though she is quick to identify when somebody does something, because she's in the gossip business. And then people say, well, you know, you used to work with Wendy Williams. I said, the difference is Wendy never lied. Wendy always brought up receipts. But see, when you're a clone of somebody, you will tend to do those types of things. And so if you all of a sudden are a person who prides herself on exposing people, why won't you expose that person's username, email address, timestamp, screenshot? None of that. None of that has happened.
Because it didn't happen.
Exactly. So you got to ask yourself, good brother, if it didn't happen, then what's the motive? Is it not funny? Where's Dr. Umar when you need him? Where's the Pizza Pan Pizzas when you need him? Because you don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious that a week after Poetic Grimace got the booty cheek video of bit Butter Biscuit Roland. Shout out to Roland. By the way, this segment is being brought to you by Butter Biscuits. Butter Biscuits. For all the coons with no hairline and no neck, Butter Biscuits are for you, available in chocolate-covered flavor. Explain to me how, after Roland Martin started taking our talking points and the DNC basically has filed for bankruptcy, for lack of a better term.
Yes, they did.
All of that DNC money started to dry up, so they had to find another grift. That's why you hear him, you hear RoboCop hairline, Joy Reid, all talking, and Power Bottom Lemon, Don Lemon, all talking these talking points that my people have been talking. Vote for the couch. We're going to sit this one out. We need tangibles. When just a few weeks prior, it was, y'all some simple Simons, y'all some bums. I don't do and all y'all follow behind Tariq Nasheed. Now, all of a sudden, because Roland started taking foundational Black American talking points so that he could try and secure another bag from someplace else, because the DNC money dried up thanks to the grassroots. They said, oh, he getting out of pocket. It's time to go buck break this Haitian tether. And what did they do? Because he said he's being extorted, but he wouldn't say by whom. He says he's being extorted, but there's no call to the police. He says he's being extorted, but yet and still he says the video is old. So
Connect
if it's
the dots,
old,
brother. Connect the dots.
If it's old, why is it just now coming to the surface? Oh, because when you get out of pocket, they will find something to check you on. And then here's the question you got to ask yourself. Poetic Flacco got it? So question number one is, who gave it to Poetic Flacco? And then question number two is, why did Poetic Flacco immediately give it to Tasha K? And then question 2A or question 3 is, what are they trying to do during a midterm election year? Then you have to also ask yourself, what is the quickest way to get attention? So whether you are a content creator or you are on Twitter or whatever the case may be, it does not matter. We have all seen movies that are the #1 movie in America that were hot trash truck juice. The quickest way to garner attention is to say something so reckless, so controversial, so out of the way that it incites eyes and ears because they're pissed off at what you said. So first she starts going in on FBAs and that goes up. And then there's an ad at the end of that video for some jelly.
Yes, it was.
Right? Then folks started clapping back, as naturally we would, because that's some disrespectful, you know what? And she's like, well, if I hurt somebody, then I apologize. No. That ain't how the small hats get their apologies. You understand what I'm saying? That ain't how the Italians get their apologies. That's not how the Irish get their apologies. It's not how the Chinese get their apologies. She gave a half-hearted, backhanded apology and just thought that that was going to be cool. But then after all of that traffic, she drops a very small little announcement with a beautiful photo shoot for her brand new wine. So let's review. Last week, it was the Roland expose, right? Yesterday, it was, I'm sorry. The day before that, it was foundational Black Americans are just like the Klan, started the same way, even though we don't have no membership, ain't never lynched nobody, ain't never put no black fist burning on somebody's yard, ain't never stopped nobody from voting or going to school or eating or living or dropping bombs on nobody. We ain't do none of that. But now her brand new wine site crashed. So last week she got an exclusive. This week she had controversy. The day after she had controversy, she had a half-hearted apology, and then she makes an announcement that her wine sold out.
Ain't that crazy? Ain't it
And
funny?
ain't nobody figured this out yet.
Confession? Did you see her now telling everybody where she's really from and how
Yeah,
skeptical it is?
And I don't have an issue with a grandparent being a sharecropper. My grandfather's father was a sharecropper, and his father was a slave on that very plantation in Virginia. Oh, I'm sorry. I identified an actual place.
There you go.
And that's the problem. I am not in any way, shape, or form going to allow somebody to go unchecked. You want to know why? Because everybody who's saying that the grassroots needs to get on code, we can't stay in the echo chamber. I'm willing to go to the belly of the beast. I didn't talk to Babar, Labamba, or whatever the hell his dusty name is on his my first iPhone. Since, brother. Yeah, no, he's still making videos, but ain't but 200 people watching them. You know, all of his
in here right now. Everybody smashing like 4,000.
Right. So I just got my doctorate, and my dissertation is called the Tether Doctrine, and I wrote the Tether Doctrine.
Break it down for people about the Tether Doctrine, because we spoke about this the other day.
Yeah.
Break it down. Make it plain, brother.
So here's the thing. People try to act like this is a slur. What I did was I took the term tether and really made it what it actually is. Trying everything to hijack everyone's reparations. Tether.
One more time. One more time, brother.
Trying everything to hijack everyone's reparations. Tether. So what happens is we can't go on race, but if there is a lineage that has been aggrieved, that lineage has a right to compensation. And in order to do that, if we celebrate flat blackness, then we lose our claim. That cannot happen. And we can't just say, oh, it's a check. We got to look at absolutely everything that comes with what it means to have the Tether Doctrine. And I broke it down in such a way. And I got the audio book. I've got my doctoral dissertation. I've got my peer study research paper. Like, I went all the way in because I wanted people to understand exactly what we're doing here and why we're doing it. And if I could even break it down a little bit further, I'm of the mind that you should be able to understand the importance of what the injury was, who's responsible for it, who is the original injured population, who is the beneficiary, all the evidence connecting beneficiary to injury. Now, also, allyship is not inheritance. And that's what we need to get to, because here's what happens. My grandmother died 15 years ago, right? There are people who grew up with my grandmother on that block, right? That's how long that's been in our family. Miss Beatty does not get my inheritance because she was my grandmother's neighbor and looks a lot like my grandmother. That's not how this works. So there is a line in the sand. Now, we can support absolutely everybody else for their particular repair. If Jamaica wants to go after the crown for their repair, we cool, no problem. But you know what you won't see? You won't see foundational Black Americans going over to Kingston or Negril standing in their way. That's the point. And it's all of this that comes up. And to answer your other question, I heard you asking earlier, when it comes to Godfrey, the answer is I don't know. What I do know is he had my friend Van Lathan on, and Van Lathan and I are diametrically opposed politically, but we're very good friends. I think Van handled it in a very nice Van-like way. His way is not my way, just like my way isn't Black Alpha's way. But if there is a problem, make no mistake, if Black Alpha got a problem, if Ant CEO got a problem, I'm pulling up. That's what it is. We don't have to see eye to eye on approach. Farrakhan didn't always see eye to eye with Malcolm, but he loved and respected it. And that's what it comes down to. We keep letting these people feel comfortable so that the next time they decide to habitually step over the line, then what winds up happening is they go just a little bit further. That's why you got Saucy Santana out here first telling a black woman she don't look right because she ain't got no BBL and she ain't got no 30-inch bust down. Then it goes from that to, hey, and again, tether on tether crime is never my business, but I'm illustrating a point. Then it goes to, hey, DJ Academics, not only am I going to beat you up, but I'm going to violate you in a way that Roland Martin would enjoy.
Oh, damn.
Then it goes to, I'm in a pool at a hotel and I'm saying, men want to sleep with me, women want to sleep with me, kids want to sleep with me. Well, how do you know that? Either kids are coming up and volunteering this information, or you're having inappropriate conversations with children. But big fat men with BBLs and wigs with long nails are out here just taking miles because our society has given these people inches. Roland Martin felt comfortable calling us Simple Simons. Now we found out he's in a leopard pink panty thong, getting three fingered like a bowling ball at a PBA tournament.
3 Pokes of Doom.
That's it. And again, if that's what you're into, that's cool. But I told y'all 6 months ago when I dropped that song iPad Cheeks, and everybody said, "Oh, that's too far, Roland." Da 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 da. Nah. Now y'all see, I was telling the truth. Y'all got to look at what's happening out here. We got to call them out and we got to hold them to account. Kyrie Irving tweeted a book recommendation and the ADL said, "Hey, dog, that's going to be $500,000. You're going to need to come do some studying. You're going to need to do some learning. You're going to need to atone. And then you need to go sit down with your Asian boss and make sure that he feels as though you learned your lesson, all because you tweeted out a book." You know why they can do that? Because they put their money and their force with their mouth is. Everybody else has been too comfortable, and that can no longer stand. So if
brother,
you got an issue,
though, brother, people like yourself, people like me, brothers like Tariq, we going to these people. Kamala Harris, shout out to you, Kamala. I know he's still running from me. Andy Bashir, when I checked him, we're making it clear now. You can't summon us. Okay, what they say? If you ever come and you knock on our door, be upset when foundational Black Americans answer, because it's going to be an answer you don't want. Like when you check the one guy, the African, the milk dud number 15, I forget his name. The
Frank Zanu?
Yeah, him.
Or
Him.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, him. Okay, Zimbabwe. Hey, who's counting?
All up and they're all the same. Who's next?
All the same. Okay, all disease put us to sleep, fam. When you checked him, okay, powerful. When I checked Kamala, powerful. When we catch these people, powerful. Now they're ducking and dodging because they can no longer try to say things about us and then they can't cancel us. If you notice, family, they can't cancel the grassroots. They can't do it. Back in the old days, they used to be able to cancel the grassroots because the grassroots were secondary to the mainstream, to the bourgeoisie. Now that we took the mainstream and the bourgeoisie, tossed their ass off the bus, and we driving this damn thing. Matter of fact, F a bus. It's a 1964 Cadillac, top drop back. We busting 3-wheel motion. You cannot cancel a Dave Anderson. You got your own platform, brother. You got your doctrine, fam. You out here. You got books. I got your book right over here on the table,
yes,
family.
Sir.
Me and you was just in LA. Shout out to my brother and CEO. I see you, brother. Ohio.
Yes, sir.
We was all out there riding, chopping it up, brother Tariq.
Yes,
that's an excellence that can't be stopped. It can't be contained. No. And this is why they're so afraid. That's why, family, I tell everybody, whatever you want, we got it. You got a brother that's going to come at you 100 miles an hour. You got a brother who's going to slow roast you. You got a brother who's going to come at you live and direct. You got a brother who's going to come at you live and in person. But either way, you're going to have to see us. Fam, let me ask you a question, because me and you was chopping it up, and I wanted to ask you this in front of 4,000 people. Everybody, smash the like button. Because it's me, it's you, it's all the brothers and sisters. Have you noticed, family? We're not sending out spokespeople. We're sending out all the people. Now we're moving as a unit. We're all moving collectively. When you checked old buddy, all the certifieds, all the regulators was like, hell yeah. When I checked Andy Bashir just a few months ago, all the certifieds and all the regulators was like, hell yeah. Now They see if you try to stop one person, there's another 50 million people that you can't stop.
Right
if
behind
you try
us.
To get two, last time I checked, 2 is way less than 50 million. So we're bringing the energy that's different. But let me ask you this question, my good
Yes,
brother.
sir. Yes, sir.
When you start talking about how these people are always talking about 154 Africa, and they're always talking about Black Americans instead of talking about those 154s, instead of talking about what's going on over there. People like Godfrey and Milk Dud, they have shows where it's always FBA. Why is it always FBA? All eyes on us. People don't talk about what's happening next to them. People don't talk about what's going on. Tell us why these individuals always run their mouth about foundational Black Americans. And I see all my regulators in the chat, and I tell everybody this. You got to remember, if your ass lay down with fleas, you get up with fleas. Please tell us why these folks always got FBA on the brand and why
respectfully. And when I say this, I mean this. And because a lot of times when people say with all due respect, they be lying. I actually mean it with respect. Respectfully, we happen to be the best of the best. We are the goal. We are the dream. We are the best because we were the ones that were kicked out. We are the Joseph of Blackness, meaning that we have vision, we have growth, we have strength. We are the best of the best. Genetically, we've had to overcome and fight our way to create something out of absolutely nothing because I don't recall any warships coming to come get us from anywhere to rescue us. I ain't see that happen, right? So if in fact we are the best of the best, and we all know, for example, if you take Tasha K's husband's native land of Mali, the average salary there annually is about $1,200. So you'd have to be in the upper echelon to even afford any type of visa process to be over here. Same thing when you're talking about most of Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, so on and so forth. And so you're talking about not the best of the best, but the best of the worst. Woo! So the best of the worst is coming over here and then acting like they are the best of the best because they get more, wait for it, and this is something they never like to talk about, they get an immigrant treatment when it comes to their access to SBA loans. Bro, I have been in business for myself since I retired from the industry for 15 years, never once qualified for a SBA loan. And it's not because I didn't have the credit. Make no mistake about that. It's a wholly different ballgame. But if I happen to be Ethiopian, if I happen to be Ghanaian, if I happen to be Nigerian, if I happen to be South African, not a problem. So they know. Let me ask you something. How much do you know about the actual bushmeat crisis?
Oh, fam, I know a little something, but you know, I want to hear Dr. Dave Anderson break it down for these 4K we got in here tonight, brother.
Well, let me let y'all know, bushmeat is not some joke Tariq Nasheed came up with one night. It's an actual multi-billion-dollar industry across most of the 54 countries in Africa. They are having replacement issues. And by that, I mean certain groups are dying off. There are chimpanzees and apes and zebras and all different types of wildlife that are dying off because these poachers and these raiders are coming and killing these animals faster than the animals can reproduce. So bushmeat in and of itself is a multi-billion-dollar annual industry. Ghana got a bushmeat crisis. Nigeria's got a bushmeat crisis. And you can go check this out on National Geographic. Don't take Dave's word for it. So you look at that. Then you want to talk about how it's so divisive to call yourself a foundational Black American. But is it divisive when Nigerians are fighting each other? Because last I checked, the Igbo and the Yoruba have been warring for as long as there's ever been. Okay, before they were actually called Nigeria, they've been warring. How come no one's talking about how they're all African? Because nobody African calls themselves African. They go by wherever they're from and specifically by their ethnic group or their tribe or their clan. So if that is the case, then why is it they understand that, but they don't understand this? Then if you want to take it a step further, South Africans are, and when I say South Africans, I ain't talking about the Afrikaners, I ain't talking about the FW, the clerks. I'm talking about Black South Africans are kicking out illegal Nigerians from their country. Isn't that divisive?
Like a mug.
Because I thought we was all Black.
That sounds like a diaspora war is what it sounds like.
How could it be a diaspora war if we're not in it? See, the thing of it is, you ain't never heard none of that on 154. And the reason you haven't heard it on 154 is because we're the best of the best and they're the best of the worst. And so they would rather take time and talk about how victimized they are. And then they have these claims that don't make any logical sense. Here's what I mean, and I will prove it to you. If I'm wrong, I want the certifieds to G-check me. Black Alpha, brother, if I go to your garage and I move into your garage, how many hours, days, weeks, months, or years would it take for me to turn into a car?
It's impossible.
It's impossible. So that explains why somebody like Akbar Jabashami Emil, I don't know how you say the man's last name respectfully. It's long.
It's Mutombo Milk Dud.
Thank you. Mutombo Milk Dud is much easier to say. How is it that he says, I grew up in Crenshaw and you didn't know anything about foundational Black American history? Of course you didn't, because you lived in a Nigerian household. You were only American when you left your family's home. And when you went back to your family's home, you were Nigerian. Godfrey himself has said on many occasions on public record that when he went home, he had a Nigerian experience, that his mother and his father were in Nigerian social groups. So he got all that Nigerian experience. He was born in Nebraska, raised on the north side of Chicago. He wasn't raised in the south side like Michelle Obama. He's from the north side of Chicago, respectfully. So it does not matter how many of us you've been raised around. There was a girl when I was in elementary school named Bobby Joe Palladino, and she had the same type of haircut as all the Black girls did in the 80s with you know, like the little mushroom and the sides cut like Salt and Pepper used to have and whatnot. And like she had the bamboo earrings. Yeah. But she was an Italian girl, and when she went home, she was still an Italian girl making lasagna and pasta fagioli and the whole nine, because when she went into her house, even though she was just as hood as the rest of us and just as poor as the rest of us, she was never Black. She had an Italian-American experience. You can't turn into being Black just because you're around us. There's no such thing as tether osmosis. Trending right now in the chat, hashtag trending tether osmosis. And so that's the thing. They talk about us because the world talks about us. Is there a burner boy if we don't exist? No.
Hell no.
Is there an Akon and his 19 brothers and sisters who were born here and then went back to Senegal, and then he came here talking all that craziness and saying that Africans was the best performance, even though he begged Michael Jackson to be on his Thriller 25 album?
Hell no.
Right. And if you notice, the Fleers and the Pan-Africans can't ever build anything substantial. That's why Akon couldn't build Akon City, and that's why Dr. Umar hasn't built his school.
He ain't built the school yet, dog.
I mean, there's some trap bandos out there with a fresh coat of paint and some red, black, and green on them, but I wouldn't call that a school, because here's what a school requires. And I can tell you, because I literally just turned in a dissertation. A school requires a staff.
Yep.
Have you heard of any teachers?
No.
Okay, he says he's having a boarding school. Well, a boarding school requires beds. Y'all see any bedrooms? Y'all see any dorm rooms? Okay, cool. A school requires a curriculum. Have you seen the funds done magically going, aka FDMG curriculum?
No, only thing I've heard about is like a Frederick Douglass ham sandwich and a Marcus Garvey smoothie. But I ain't heard nothing about curriculum, though, bro.
See, now you're being disingenuous, Black Outfit. It wasn't a Marcus Garvey smoothie. You know, it was a Marcus Garvey oat milk shake.
Oh, okay. Which he don't drink. Go ahead.
No, he don't drink that. He don't drink that. Yeah. Anything that could resemble health is not happening over there. So when you have these people that don't have anything to build, they want to still have something aspirational. And what's more aspirational than talking about us or trauma bonding over the whole, when I was a kid, I was called an African booty scratcher. You've got Gabourey Sidibe on that show, who played Precious, which was the most disgusting movie. The movie was so disgusting that when Lee Daniels directed it, Lionsgate, in order to get it through so that we would not riot, they went and told Oprah and Tyler to attach their names to it. That's why, for the first time in history, there have been movies like Tom Hanks's Road to Perdition, right? Which is based on a comic book. And until I told you that, you didn't know that.
Nope.
However,
no.
Every time you knew about Precious, it said Precious based on the novel Push by Sapphire, because they wanted to make sure that y'all knew that a Black woman was behind this mess, even though it was Lionsgate. Blackface, white check. Anywho and anyhow, So she's on there talking about that stuff. Cynthia Orivo, I'm sorry, Nosferatu, I'm sorry, Demon Hunter, I'm sorry, Golem from Lord of the Rings is always talking about that, the African booty scratcher stuff. Gina Yashiri, who worked for Chuck Lorre, making that Bob Hart's Abishola show, where she was talking about all we were gangbangers and baby mamas. All Tethers do on that show is disparage us and then turn around and play victim. It is the biggest case of bushmeat gaslighting I have ever seen in my life. And we can't let this go unchecked. And that's why they're upset.
Family, it sounds like you told me that they are bushmeat bankrupt. Literally.
Oh, yes.
And that's crazy. And that's a very crazy thing.
Yes, sir.
Brother, I want to show you something now that is right up the alley of bankrupt bushmeat. And I want to have you comment on this. I've been saving this one for you, family, because I know you break it down in an elegant fashion, fam.
Yes, sir.
Right now, let me show you a little something, family.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. You already know.
I already know where this is
bushmeat
going.
had a face. And if bankrupt had a place. Family, watch this right here.
This is a public service announcement.
The FBAs, don't you guys just get tired of making a point? Let me settle this for you guys. Y'all didn't take geography class? Haitians are also Americans. We are Black Americans too. Let me break it down for you. Look at the fucking map. South America is Americans. Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, they are Americans too. Don't you know where Central or Latin America is located? But you know where North America is located. That's you. But if you want to be different, you can't just claim Black American. You can't claim you are Black, but not just American, because we are all Americans. I'm from Haiti, so I'm Haitian. He's from Jamaica, so he's Jamaican. You are from the United States. You are a United Station.
A United Station. One more time for people who didn't hear this tether babble. Oh, by the way, certifieds. What name would this guy have if he was a rapper? Somebody tell me this dude's MC name, okay? All right, because I know he's on that Mutombo crack. But y'all tell me right now, what's the name that y'all would come up with this man? Because he said we are United Stations because he wants to tie it in with Haitians.
You are Black, but not just American, because we are all Americans. I'm from Haiti, so I'm Haitian. He's from Jamaica, so he's Jamaican. You are from the United States. You are a United Station. A Black United Station.
There you go. Look at him right there. He bucking. Look at him over there bucking his eyes, family. Mm-hmm. He ain't talking about that bushmeat crisis or that bushmeat bankrupt. Y'all code in the chat. Hold on. DJ Dummy, Mick Baby, MC Flip Flop. Let's go. Dirt Pie Peter. Damn, you got that one. Rick African, Foo Babble, DJ Bush Babble. You don't want no smoke, Haitian man. This Black society up in here. MC Dirt Cookie. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's go. All damn day. Two Mud Pie Cookie. The Bushmeat. Tether Mouth. MC Halitosis. Ouch. Damn. Woo. Damn. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This is foundational Black America. Black Alpha Network, Certified Black Society. We in here 4K deep. You don't want no problems with us. Let's go right on back to work and let's tie it right on back in. You already know. Shout out to the team. I'm gonna bring you right on back. I lost you for 1 second, Anderson. I got you, brother.
Yes, sir.
There we go. All right, I got you. There they go.
Yes, sir.
Bam. Here we go.
Woo!
On that one, family. And I know that dude ain't used to cooking, okay? But can you go ahead and cook? We be talking about, man, we cooking. They be like, oh, I got the plate. Fam, when we say we cooking, we got to be careful. Because when we say we cooking, okay, they go get a plate because they ain't
immediately.
You feel me?
No, not at all.
Say, if you see somebody, point them out. Roland starts hearing fingers and pointing, and then Roland goes puts the leopard on. So we got to be very cautious when we round these tethers, okay? We got to have our roll tether stone so we can translate the tether talk. It's all on you, brother.
First of all, this is what they try to do, because I'm going to be very honest with you. And again, let me say this very clearly. We got love for absolutely everybody. We just don't have love for tethers. The same way we don't have love for kooky, emotional, weak Negroes, or as I like to call them, coons, kooky, emotional, weak Negroes. So it's the same thing. There is a difference between Caribbean people and Caribbean tethers. There's a difference between African people and African tethers. And there's a difference between Haitian bushmeat eating, butter biscuit, ball-headed, gap-toothed, buck-eyed Mr. Dirty, aka Mr. Clean's anti-hero enemy, and regular Haitians. But I have never, in all of the books that I have written, all of the books that I've ever read, all of the reports I've ever written, I have never heard of a United Station.
Never.
Now, I have been to a station, like a train station, a bus station, but never a United Station. But see, they think we're all idiots. They think we're bumbling fools that don't do nothing but sit around, listen to hip hop, smoke weed, and twerk all day. That's what they think. And so they're trying to pull a fast one. Well, you know, the South American, and then there's North American. That's what you are. And then there's Brazilian. See, everybody's American. So we American too. See, dumb nigga. You don't even know where you're from. You don't know nothing. You know nothing. But over here, I know everything. But my whole thing is, if you know so much, why has everybody conquered you? If you know so much, how come y'all couldn't even survive an earthquake without us? If you know so much, how is it that you have yet to rebuild your homeland? I don't understand that. And why are you so worried about us when what he needs to do is get the other three brothers in his tribe and start the Haitian version of the gap band, because you know that tooth gap is genetic. But my whole thing is, don't come talking to me about what we are like you're trying to inform me somehow. My professors were Sonia Sanchez. My professors were people like Lee Roan Bennett. Like you, sir, you can't profess to tell me anything other than about 3 different ways to make dirt cookies. Aside from that, if you were so worried about greatness, how come y'all can't even get along with the people across that imaginary line on Hispaniola called Dominicans? Since y'all got so much advice, why don't y'all go give the Dominicans some advice? I don't hear y'all doing that. Why don't y'all go speak French to those Spanish-speaking Dominicans and see how far you get about we all the same? Everybody is in our business.
Missing though, don't it? That's always missing, my brother. This is always these fake ass doctrines against us, but it's always they blind towards themselves. Sounds like out of all the things they say they can do, I guess holding their own nuts was something that they forgot, something they lost because they don't never hold them. If they got them, you did.
Right.
So I'm saying right now, a United Haitian, and then just a few days ago, I had somebody on here talking about a fundamental Black American. Brother, why are they trying to come up with all these different ways of remixing what we do? Is it because the gates are locked, the doors closed, you can't come on the block, you can't come into the county? Is it because we are so thorough with being airtight that they're now trying to remix it, come up with a word, and use that as a catapult to come on in? Talk to me, dog.
That great foundational Black American philosopher and Nobel poet laureate Christopher Brown from Tappahannock, Virginia, famously said, I don't know how y'all gonna hate from outside the lineage. You can't even get in. That's what it really is. You are mad. You hate us because you ain't us. And now we're saying, no. That them old days of the late 80s and early 90s talking about black is black. No. Black is us. You are whatever little flag you put up in your profile picture on Instagram. You stay over there. It's fine. Stay over there. We are so good at taking care of y'all that we had our singers, we had our musicians make songs so that y'all could eat more than dirt cookies and fly burgers. That's where We Are the World came from. Shout out to Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson. Look, we are so good at protecting y'all that y'all forgot that we're the reason that you're here. We gave y'all the ability to have the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment so that you can be here burning our flag on our land while exalting your flag. Y'all keep talking about we all black, but whenever y'all go running for office, something we couldn't do in your homeland, meaning that y'all can be not born here. You can't be president if you're not born here, but I mean, that didn't stop Obama. Anyway, y'all can come from your homeland, come over here and run for office. Look at Byron Donalds.
Prime example.
Y'all can do all of that. You know, Sharifus McCormick, all these people can come and run for office. Jamaicans, Haitians, Ghanaians, the whole nine. Wyclef was born in Haiti, lived in New York and in New Jersey, went back to Haiti to run for president. They said, nah. And they tried to put it behind the fact that he wasn't in the country for 5 years. You got to have 5-year residency. So a multimillionaire is taking his time to come trying to help your little dirt cookie eating country that he's from. Because we always talking about fix your homeland. They was like, nah, Clef, Fuji your ass back over to the States, American. And he's not even foundational.
What if he was white Clef? Would they accepted him then?
Of course. Of course.
Because they love the dominant society more than they love anything else.
They are addicted to putting us down, and they're addicted to white adjacency, because the more they put us down, the more they feel adjacent to white folks. That's why they're always up their behinds. And if you think I'm lying, go look at 90 Day Fiance. There's an African brother on there, and I use that term loosely, but there's an African brother on there named Michael, and he was sleeping with what I could only call a pink-skinned hut from Star Wars named Angela. And when he got that visa, he said, Donald Trump, I come to say, oh, because they love them. They love them so much. They'll make
the bigger the better. They love them 450-pound Bethany's. They love Bethany the beluga. They love him. They love him. See, but brother, that's the kicker though. Everywhere where they have interactions with the dominant society, they play the same role. It never changes. The weather can change, the date can change, the year can change. It's always the same. They want to be the immigrant in the white man's country, or they want the white man to be the colonizer in their country. But either way, it's going to be a subservient, docile energy. And they always point the finger at each other, and they always feud and fight with each other. But in reality, it's because they don't like anything melanin and they love everything Miracle Whip. If you live in a place where cake soap sales are through the roof, I'm talking about shattering, breaking records, you're in no position to speak to foundational Black Americans about anything when it comes to race. Fam, I tell people all the time, when have you ever heard an African, a Jamaican, a Haitian, or anybody non-FBA, when have you ever heard them mentioning the term white supremacy without using it as a weapon against us? Because the only time I ever hear them bring it up is when they say, you sound like the oppressor. You sound like the white man. Really, when they're trying to play tether reverse psychology, so we can take the spotlight off of their ass and that bamboo stick on the back side or the left side of their head, and then they can focus on us. There's no Africans against supremacy marches, rallies, or protests. There's no Jamaicans or Haitians or Asians or Latinos. There's no Arabs. Everybody right now could have an anti-supremacy protest, rally, or march today as we speak, but they don't ever have none. And then they always want to include us whenever they do it. We got to be the people who get it popping. We got to be the ones. See, what they want is for foundational Black Americans to do all the damn heavy lifting, and then they can show on up and get the benefits from it. And through delineating and regulating, we done shut all that down. So now what they truly are, they're the losers who couldn't build, and now they're the losers who cannot steal. But brother, there's a little segment that we run over here on the Black Alpha Network, and I'd like to have you here and comment on it.
Yes,
and this is called This Week in Deportations. And brother, I want you to go ahead and tap on into this one. Watch this.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, sha-la-la, dum-da-dum-dum. That morning train pulled slowly from the station. Another tearful final farewell demonstration. This week in deportations. Left empty streets and silent conversations. This week in deportations. Just lonely nights and broken-hearted situations.
There you go, my brother. This week in deportation. I'm sorry. In deportation. One more time.
Deportation.
That morning train pulled slowly from.
Who is he running from, fam? But brother,
I don't know. Accountability.
They put up accountability. Damn. What's it? Slow mo.
The station, another tearful final farewell demonstration. This week in deportations, left empty streets and silent conversations. This week in deportations, just lonely nights and broken-hearted situations.
Now they're getting close-ups of the dominant society in ways they don't want. But fam, I'm going to show that, and then I'm going to show this. If you thought that was crazy and funny, I showed this to the certifieds a couple weeks ago. And so many certifieds was laughing because what we do, we laugh at people who want to see us harmed because, you know, it's just a good wheel of fortune. This is what's going on, as you just mentioned, with Haitians. So all the Haitians who are mad at us about TPS, all the ankle monitor babble that they have, my brother Dave, they out there getting deported on mopeds.
Wait, what?
I'm not lying, brother. That is not AI, brother. That is a Haitian on a moped getting deported from the Dominican Republic. Oh! Look at his speed.
Oh,
man,
my
look at his speed. You got a fam. They having a lotion crisis too. Cause damn, maybe I feel honestly, fam. I feel truly that they feel if they cannot be full-fledged W's, then they'll just be super ashy, and then that'll be. If you can't afford cake soap, just don't use lotion. Y'all think it's a coincidence that the people who always use cake soap to look like W's also don't use lotion so they can get ashy, so they can be like W's? See, fam, they want to be ashy through consideration when they ain't got the cake soap. Damn. Have you ever seen ash fly?
I've never seen ash fly.
Damn.
Ooh, Lord.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to the DGM. For those of you who don't know what the DGM is, that's the Direction Generale d'Immigration, which is that's the ICE of the Dominican Republic. I got a song called Pack Them Up. It is DGM, which is the Direction Generale d'Immigration.
There they go.
So,
shout out to the Direction Migration. Get their asses the hell up out of the Haitian station. The Dominican. Brother, all right, you're going to pull up, fam. I ain't going to hold you too much longer,
yes,
fam.
Sir.
I want to go ahead and have you tell everybody, first off, where they can find you, where they can subscribe to you. Tell everybody what you got going on this weekend, and tell all the certifieds and the regulators where they can tap in so we can go ahead and make our way.
Well, first of all, man, listen, you my brother. I absolutely give you all the love and respect in the world, man, because you are out here fighting a good fight. And when I tell you, I told NCEO this, and I told you this yesterday offline, my heart grew 15 sizes bigger when I saw you go, hey, when you against the reparations for Foundation of Black Americans, Kamala, you just busted up her whole book stop. I was like, if you don't get that bathtub greenwashing head ass up out of here, brother, I just wanted to give you your flowers, good brother, because you are doing the work. I'm old, so I can't be out there rah-rahing, but what I can do is give them a real good chin checking. Verbally.
That's how you do it, brother. You be giving them out too.
That's it. So here's the thing that I need y'all to do. First thing I want y'all to do. In 14 weeks, we have grown our channel to 39,000 subscribers and 5.5 million views. I had the channel forever, but I never really did anything with it. I used to post dumb radio clips on it. I never really put any effort into it. So I've gone full-time, especially while I was studying, doing all this other stuff and trying to be, with my family as much as humanly possible. So the first thing I ask is if you go to my channel, which is youtube.com/thebusinessbully, please make sure that you subscribe. Aside from that, I just put my link me in the chat, but I don't know. I'm gonna put it on. I'll put it on the back end so you can share it, good brother, because for some reason it's not letting me post it. My book, which also comes with an album and the audio book, which is made in separate audio sessions, is called The Tether Doctrine. So you get to look at my doctoral thesis, you get to look at my peer-reviewed research paper, you get to hear the audio behind it and the soundtrack. Plus, we're doing absolute meetings. It is absolute fire. Everything I do is for my people. And I love my people, and I'm not going to tolerate disrespect, because no other group in America tolerates disrespect from anybody else. Nobody would ever fix their mouth to tell a small hat that they're Yahtzee. So nobody should ever feel comfortable enough to tell foundational Black Americans that we're the Triple K. That is never going to happen again. But it's not enough to ignore them. You got to check them publicly and decisively and let them know that that's what it is. And that's why I wrote the Tether Doctrine, so that not only do we understand what delineation needs to look like, how it helps us financially, what it does for our communities, and when they try to trip us up, now you have something to go by that you can actually go and reference. And that's what we need to start doing. We need to start hitting them with facts as opposed to feelings, with receipts as opposed to rhetoric. We need to start hitting them with the absolute logic, not just love and understand. We passed the hugs. We are past the hugs. We're past the demonstrations. We are past the vote blue no matter who. We've passed the doing the nays and the twerking. If you want to follow me, the link is in there. It is called The Tether Doctrine, link.me/The Business Bully. It is not on Amazon. Jeff Bezos done got enough rocket money off of me. It is only at the link in my bio. You can find me everywhere at The Business Bully. And I am telling you, if you don't love this, I don't know what to tell you. But listen, I just got it got me one of these. So at the end of the day, we're done with hugs. We are staying on code. We are not backing down. We're not making them comfortably sink into silence after we so-called let them off the hook. The apology tours are done.
Done.
The fake apologies are over with. If it's not wholehearted and it does not come with some type of ask, it's up. Foundational now, delineation forever, and that's how it goes down. So link.me/The Business Bully, and please follow me on all platforms. My morning show, and this is the last thing, I'm gonna shut up. My morning show happens 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time every Monday through Friday on my channel. It's called DAMN, damn, Dave Anderson Morning News. Because listen, I need y'all to understand that we are giving a damn about our people, and we are making it happen. And this isn't stuffy news. This ain't CNN. This is me breaking down what's actually happening from a logical perspective. But we cover everything from politics to pop culture to superheroes. We have got to get ourselves in a place where we can enjoy ourselves. Oh, last thing, and this is extremely important. You have people in tech, right? Because we always talk about how we don't have enough people in tech. We don't have a space for ourselves that we own and operate. Well, I do, and it's called Jaro Go. And me and a bunch of foundational Black American brothers got together, and we created a space that you can get to. And this isn't no janky app. It ain't no wannabe Instagram like fan base. This is an actual app that has gaming. It has podcasts. You don't have to use any codified language. I'm actually building out a channel for Black Alpha Network on Jaro Go. You can get it right now at the App Store on Apple or the Google Play Store. It's Jaro Go. That's JAROGO. It's extremely important, and it's ours. It's 100% foundational. It's not foundational on the front and then small hat on the back like some other people. It's 100% foundational all the time. Black men came together to make this happen, right? And the only thing I can tell y'all, man, is I'm out here working so that we can continue to move. And shout out to everybody who has given me love. Shout out to everybody who understands that there is a bigger plan in place. And if Tasha K happens to get a bag from Sunday night, it'll be the only bag she ever gets from Dave Anderson, but she's gonna work her ass off for it. I promise you that. And that's my whole thing. I tell my community all the time, hold me accountable. I'm not perfect, but what I ain't going to do is let somebody go unchecked. And that doesn't mean I got to be mean to do it. All I got to do is be factual. Just like Minister Farrakhan was with Mike Wallace. That's it, and that's all. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm not going to be sitting up here, running up on folks like I did when I was 20, 30, even 40. So that's where we are. I want to make sure y'all understand that. Please go to link.me/The Business Bully. If you could put that link up for me, good brother, I really appreciate it. because I want y'all to get the Tether Doctrine and check out the music. If y'all haven't heard any of my songs, and again, this ain't about me being famous, but I make songs for foundational Black Americans so that we can laugh at these tethers. My song Tether Mouth is crazy. It went number 10 on Spotify. You know, we got iPad cheeks for rolling. And then I just made one for Tasha K called Tether Love.
Tether, hey, Tether, hold on, wait now. Tether Love. Did it look like this right here, brother?
Something like that. Just a little more dusty, but I put some good R&B funk on it. You know.
Okay. Did you have a honey badger in there?
It did not have a honey badger, nor did it have a sloth.
Okay. Just checking. They got all that covered for us, I guess, right?
Yep. They got all that covered. All I did was bring some of that 1980s Black foundational R&B heat. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And, you know, when y'all listen to my Foundation Bounce record, which I tell y'all all the time, it ain't Afro beats when I do it. It's Foundation Bounce, because all they did was take our stuff and try to remix it. We are reappropriating everything that everybody stole from us. That's what it means to be a foundational Black American in this day and age. Albie Chill just said, what gave it away? That's that Tether Mouth right there. The app is Jaro Go. Jaro Go. It's jarogomedia.com, or you can look it up on your app store or the thing. Somebody keeps asking, am I going to be able to air it? As of now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to air it, but I'll make sure somehow there's a copy somewhere. I'm pretty sure somebody, some certified somewhere, might just have a copy someplace. So
we're going to keep all things covered. You know who?
That's
you know
all.
FBA 10 steps ahead. You know that. I like how you said that, fam. We definitely gonna get the pen and rewrite the itch that they rewrote. And you out here, fam, speaking truth to power and taking power into empowerment, man. And it's certified, brother. So you know it's love, brother. And by the way, you know, y'all can catch me and my brother Dave Anderson in the documentary that's gonna be coming out, and it's historic, and it's called Hidden Colors 6. And you can see me and my brother right here. Shout out to our brother Tariq for that. Much love and respect, man. So, you know, I'll see you at the premiere, brother, and I'm going to hit you up, family. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. My man.
Certified.
Certified. Salute.
Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, goddess and guys, we in here. That's our brother Dave Anderson cooking it up. I'm going to throw all the links in there. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him. Subscribe to the brother right now as fast as you can. Subscribe to that, brother, and we're going to continue to do it, family. We're going to pull up everywhere. Y'all know I like to bring them folk right here to the Blackout Network so we can go to work and we can handle it the way we do, fam. But y'all know we ain't done. And y'all know that we don't hide and we don't run. You know that we in here, we on one, and a party ain't a party if we don't come. Family, and we go everywhere. When I say we going everywhere, family, I really genuinely, sincerely, truly mean we going every damn where. The certified regulator tour has not stopped. And we pulling up to everybody's block. And they're going to see, family, that we all we got. Foundational Black Americans. I want all my brothers and sisters, everywhere you are, let me know something. I don't even think we did the roll call in the beginning, fam. So, hey, matter of fact, right now, let everybody know where you from, family. Can we get a mid-show roll call right now, fam? I need that mid-show roll call so I can tell everybody who was in here and where we was broadcasting from and how we was doing it. So let your brother Black Alpha know, because we got a lot of new people in here. Shout out to all the new subscribers. But there's something that we do over here on the Black Alpha Network, and we do this all the damn time, and it is nothing more than us letting the world know where we stand. So please, family, let everybody know where you from. I see Kansas City, Mo. Yes, indeed. Chicago, California. I see Knoxville, Tennessee, Philadelphia, GA, another Philadelphia, Washington, Charlotte, Watts, Moorhead, North Carolina. Yes, indeed. Buffalo's in here. St. Anthony's in here. Chicago again. West, y'all. West Coast, stand up. Down South Georgia, boy. I feel you. You already know I'm rocking with you. Look at all these foundational Black Americans. It's us against the world, man. It's us against the world, and I tell everybody we've been winning by a knockout. New Jersey's in here. Yes, indeed. Mississippi's in here. I love Mississippi. Mississippi on cold right now. They don't want no problems with Mississippi. Never, not at all, family. But that's what I mean. Everybody's in here. We standing up and we representing, and everything that we've been saying has been coming true. And there's something that we've been saying that was going to come true, and it's a particular community that's going to have to deal with us, family. Let me show y'all this right here. Remember when we said that them folks was going to be in trouble? And remember when we said that Donald Trump was sending a lot of them people the hell out of the country? Remember that, y'all? Well, family, some breaking news just kind of came down on a particular community. Y'all know the community. I see you, Las Vegas and Cincinnati. I'm going back to the natty. Shout out to the fam. I love Banker. Much love. I love me some Banker. Let's go. Y'all watch this right here with a passion, baby. y'all watch what I'm about to show y'all. Fam, it's getting real out here. When I say real, fam, I mean it's getting real spooky for them, and it's getting real certified for us. Family, 24/7 blackout is how this summer begun. And we told everybody this summer it was going to go down. Yes, indeed. Did y'all see Donald Trump and his administration done broke down this marriage fraud ring that they got going on? And family, it's some very, very similar people that we used to. Watch this.
Federal prosecutors say the photos were as bogus as the marriages they claim to depict. American citizens who were paid thousands of dollars to marry Chinese citizens who wanted to obtain green cards to become American citizens. What justice officials described as a sweeping fraud scheme that resulted in hundreds of sham marriages.
The defendants made enormous sums of money for themselves. We believe this network took in tens of millions of dollars over its decade-long operation, making it one of the largest marriage fraud prosecutions in U.S. history.
The indictment charges 11 people from the metropolitan area with various roles in the alleged scheme. Foreign nationals paid facilitators as much as approximately $100,000 for assistance in obtaining a sham marriage and applying for a green card.
Uh-oh, family. I made a broadcast 3 weeks ago, and it was Donald Trump enters the boycott conversation. Fam, didn't we just have this on the broadcast? How many of y'all remember we said, oh, Trump about to go in? Remember when Donald Trump had that press conference and he was talking about how China was sending in all these people and he said, we gonna handle it, we gonna deal with it? Remember when ABC and NBC said that they weren't gonna cover it, but we covered it? And now you see that same community. What up, Rick Child? Look like you about to be gone. They on your neck.
With various roles in the alleged scheme, our nationals paid facilitators as much as approximately $100,000 for assistance in obtaining a sham marriage and applying for a green card. In some cases, these sham wedding ceremonies were held at nearby restaurants where the foreign nationals and United States citizens changed into traditional Chinese wedding attire to create the appearance of a legitimate wedding. For their roles, the Americans were each allegedly paid
Man, what is this? This looks like marriage tourism, just like birthright tourism. They shutting it down.
And once a foreign national obtained a green card, they arranged for a divorce.
Defendants were scheduled to be arraigned in federal court in White Plains, and the investigation now focuses on the Chinese nationals already in the U.S.
I expect that there will be more work, whether that's civil, where you're pulling their immigration status and deporting them, or criminal, depending on the circumstances and the proof that we have.
Federal prosecutors say the photos were as bogus as...
Damn. Fam, they naming names and dates, ain't they?
That's civil, where you're pulling their immigration status and deporting them, or criminal, depending on the circumstances and the proof that we have.
Look at that right there, family. Oh, that blackout was going to go to their community too. We told everybody. We told them all, y'all want to be mad at foundational Black Americans? You wasting your time being mad at us. You better be worrying about that damn Trump administration. Oh, they coming after that every single way. Boy, that was just blatant. Blatant, fam. They just was trying to pull on up. You see what I'm talking about? You see how that turned out for them, fam? Not good at all. We told everybody, when foundational Black Americans lead, everybody else follow. When foundational Black Americans set it off, everybody else jumps on board. This started off with a 24/7 permanent blackout, boycott, wealth transfer. We took the money out of their pockets, put it into our pockets. And now you see Donald Trump taking them out the country, putting them back in their country. Everywhere you go, money's coming back home to us, and them folks is going back home to their homeland. You cannot stop what foundational Black Americans have created. And it's only getting stronger and it's only getting better. We sat here just 2.5, 3 weeks ago and spoke about this when Trump was like, we're going to get them, we're going to handle it. And we were talking about all the little dog whistles and all the little things that he was saying, and everybody sees it. Now everybody's seeing it on another aspect. These folks is going home. It is on and popping. And there's nothing that anybody can do about it. Delineation now is becoming the wave of the world. Everybody's delineating. Think about it, family. Everybody's delineating. They separating. They putting people in boxes, saying you ain't from here. The world is closing their gates, and we were the first ones to do it. Let me tell you the biggest boss move and the most important move that foundational Black Americans have done, and I'd say the last 100 years. The biggest thing we've done, fam, is that we started to delineate. But that's not just it. The biggest thing we done was we delineated before everybody else did. Think about it, fam. The African American was always 10, 20, 30 years behind. Somebody lies to you, you catch the lie, you believe the lie, you just keep on doing it. That was the African American, okay? The person of color, the Black and brown, the yes we can, they were always 15, 20 years behind. Foundational Black Americans, certified, the grassroots family, we're 50 years ahead. Think about that. Now you see these folks delineating in the United States of America, because that's all deportation is. Deportation is the dominant society's way of delineating, and they can do it however they want to these non-Americans. And then you see over in Europe, what are they doing? You can even see in the diaspora, they're doing it. Family, I just showed you a video in the Dominican Republic where they are deporting a Haitian on moped. I showed you the guy last week who was running through the bushes, fleeing. Everybody's delineating right now. But everybody's behind us because we started first. Family, had we been an hour late, a minute late, a year late, 1 second late to delineation, it would have went right over us. The fact, family, we weren't late, we weren't on time, we were ahead of time. That now has put us in a picture perfect position for the success that we've really got going on now. However, the success that we're going to continue going forward. That's the difference, fam. And there's more stuff coming out with these people and these tourisms that they out here doing. And there's more people out here crashing out. And I want to show it with my foundational Black Americans because we're always right. What about this one with Russia?
For decades, Russian elites have been flying to Miami for a very specific reason, to give birth, and it's even referred to as a Russian birth tourism industry. And a really good example of this is a coastal city just north of Miami, referred to as Sunny Isles Beach or Little Moscow, because of the number of Russians available. And it's home to one of the biggest Russian diasporas in the United States, and a pregnant Russian mother can buy groceries, rent an apartment, and visit the doctors all in Russian. And specialized Russian agencies have been running a pipeline of sending Russian mothers to Miami for decades now. And the way this works is expensive, complicated, as well as legally precarious. Wealthy families from Russia spend between $20,000 to $60,000 on a maternity package to send their pregnant wives into Miami. And these agencies handle everything from housing, hiring private doctors, as well as dealing with the legal paperwork. But recently, these operations have also gotten extremely complicated, since now there's no direct flights from Miami to Russia and vice versa. They have to fly in from neutral hubs such as Istanbul or Dubai, and they also have to come in months before their due date to avoid looking too pregnant or being stopped by immigration. But if everything is successful, the newborn receives a social security as well as a passport, and the family often returns to Russia with now a dual citizen. And the reason why this doesn't happen more often in cities like Chicago, New York, or Los Angeles is because of the network or infrastructure that's already built around Miami. Because of the massive Russian diaspora that is already there, it just makes cultural sense. You know that for decades, Russian elites.
Wait. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Mr. Child, I love that comment right there. Not Mr. Child telling on the Russians. They telling on each other, y'all. They telling on each other. Look at them over there snitching. He like, they did it. The reason why this guy right here, Jackie Chan, the reason why Jackie Chan is talking about what the Russians are doing is because Jackie doesn't want to put the focus on what Jackie's doing. That's why. Notice, y'all, this man is over here telling all this talk about what they doing, but they not mentioning the fact that his community doing. I just showed a story from his community, and his community was doing something even more egregious. They telling what we said, fam. Telling is always the last step, ain't it? Ain't telling always the last step, family? When the tethers start telling, It's over with, pal. Okay. When the tethers start telling, it's over with. And it's over for them. They telling on each other. Yeah, Jackie Chan is sitting there telling on Vladimir. Why you telling on Vladimir? Vladimir's doing it through the birth. You doing it through the birth and the marriage. Okay? Look at all these scams and these schemes and these plots, fam. This ain't nothing but delineation. This is them delineating and getting those people up out of here. And foundational Black Americans were the first ones to really stand on deportations. We were the first ones to really stand on delineation. They was running around here talking about some, the FBAs, they said what Donald Trump done ain't bad. Nah, deportation ain't bad at all. And there's nothing in the world that's going to make us support deportation because the statistics do not support deportation. Any Democratic shield, especially somebody who's about 457 pounds, looking like chewed up pork chops, Dante Kyle, who's getting poked by Holland Martin every night. Anybody who pops up and they start talking about Black Americans supporting deportation and Donald Trump's deportation efforts, ask them how they feel about the statistics that prove that mass immigration harms the Black community the most. You're not going to bring up how we support deportations, but you're going to ignore how mass immigration harms us the most. Let me tell you some people who have put out statistics that prove that mass immigration harms the Black community the most. Barack Obama. Barack Obama's administration did a study, and the studies came back to show that mass immigration harms Black folks the most. When you go back and you research Kamala Harris's dad's papers at the college he worked for, he did a mass immigration study on Black Americans. He yielded the same results that Barack Obama did. So in reality, they want to ignore things that harm Black Americans, and they want to support things that harm Black Americans, and they want us to support things that harm ourselves. They want foundational Black Americans to support issues that harm us because it benefits them, and we don't cut that off. It ain't about what someone else says supports us. It's about what we say. No longer can you try to tell foundational Black Americans what we do and what we feel is wrong because you said so. F you, and F your mama too. This is about foundational Black Americans in the grassroots saying it is what it is because we said so. There's no more acknowledgement. There's no more waiting for someone else to agree. None of that. We are at the point in time, family, where everybody on the earth, okay? There's 7 billion people on the planet Earth. There's 50 million foundational Black Americans. 50 million of us only give a damn about 50 million of us. F the other 7 billion. You better hold your 7 billion different people nuts. Okay, you got 7 billion nuts to hold. You better hold all 7 billion because we ain't hold none of them. It's FBA and I said so. F how your political party feels. Forget the point that you trying to get me to support something that harms my community. And you know it harms my community. And you want to get on the camera, on the screen, and try to get foundational Black Americans to go in the opposite direction. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna work. We in here holding it down. And I'm loving that. Fam, let me show you what I love just as much as that. And this right here, don't stop because there ain't nothing like a certified party. Fam, this stuff done got so real in the field. The Crypt Keeper's coming out and he's saying what we already know. Oh, yeah. Fam, have y'all been noticing this Cargill guy and how he been spazzing out? He's trying to tell everybody Black folks ain't effing with the Democratic shields no more. He's going to say his Crypt Keeper Tales from the Crypt version of what we've already been doing. Watch.
Blacks don't buy your shit. The Blacks don't buy your shit.
No, by the way, they're not voting for any of these GSA candidates. Neither are the Latinos.
Is screw the Blacks out of the nominating process because they know they can't win South Carolina. Black folks, or listen to me very carefully, are the most loyal part of the entire Democratic coalition.
We've been saying that. Listen to how he's talking like we talk, fam. Listen to him. We've been saying that. Tell me something I don't know.
Are the most loyal part of the entire Democratic coalition. If you disrespect them, they know it. And a Democratic Party can never show any distance between itself and Black voters. And it gets to the point that the progressive want to disrespect people. They're going to understand that, and you're going to lose a constituency that has stuck with you for the last 70 years.
Uh-oh! Ring the alarm, family! ring the alarm. Now they starting to see it's over with. The only thing you got wrong there is it ain't gonna happen. It's already happened. Yeah. Yes, indeed. See, this ain't something that might, could, should, would. This is something that's already going down. Fam, they're afraid because they're losing the Black American vote. And how do you know they're losing the Black American vote, family? It's because you're starting to see Black Americans pop up that don't even look like they grassroots. How many of y'all have been seeing these ex-Democratic shills? Family, have you been seeing a bunch of ex-Democratic shills? Folks that was like, man, I was voting Democrat for 60 years. I ain't doing that shit no more. Yeah, fam, we're not just getting the average, everyday, grassroots conscious person. No, we getting a lot of them vote blue no matter who's. And they sitting there saying, yeah, I'm liking this grassroots thing. It's far better.
And the black voters have not been voting for these DSA candidates. They're doing terrible. The entire working class is not voting for them. It's a bunch of rich, snotty, educated white kids.
They all talk the talk. I want somebody that walks the walk. I want somebody that's walk the walk. I tell you who it could be for the second, Mitch Landrieu. You know why? Because he walked the walk. He took the goddamn monuments down. They understand that. All right? Don't tell me what you gonna do for me. Tell me what you did.
Oh, now, fam, doesn't that sound like a transactional voter? Don't tell me what you're gonna do for me. Tell me what you did. Fam, they didn't talk like this before. No, we reject your deposit too. Cargill, we reject your deposit. Ain't gonna be no last pitch effort to get foundational Black Americans to vote for y'all. It ain't happening. Ain't gonna be no last pitch effort to get foundational Black Americans on the plantation. You're hopeful, but it ain't going down that way. Fam, this is these people trying to get us to come back home. But guess what, fam? That was never our home. Our home is this whole damn country. F your political party.
Tell me about the blood you shed. That's what I want to know. And that's why they're never Hassan Pike. Okay.
I don't even know what he said right there, but he sounded mad. They're never gonna fall for any of that again. Look at that, fam. Look at that, family. Watch that, family. Now you see what we're talking about. We out the door. We out the door, fam. This is it. It's everything that we say. You feel me? Now everybody's starting to say it, fam. Delineation is seeping into the soul of the fabric of America. From the political parties to the podcasters, y'all, it don't matter who. Okay? Everybody now is starting to watch our delineation efforts. However, they're watching our regulating because we took delineation to another level with regulating. Full hard body regulating, fam, and it's got them shook. They don't know what to do and they don't know what to say. Everybody is in that same position. This is why going against foundational Black Americans is the worst thing you can do. Because we, FBA, are so tied to the fabric of the United States of America. However, it's an era that ain't playing. See, fam, what we've done is that we quit identifying generations based on how old you are, what decade or what generation you were born in, fam. This is a generational battle, but the generation of this time frame is anybody who's living, breathing, and on code. See, it doesn't take a particular age to be a part of this generation. If you're a part of this generation, family, that means you're just a living, breathing, on-code, foundational Black Americans. Now we got all the riders, okay? So you're going to have the baby boomers. You're going to have the Gen Xers. You're going to have the millennials. And you're going to have Gen Z and Gen Alpha family. We're going to all mount up. I just showed y'all the young, I believe he might be Gen Alpha, young brother just a few days ago who was talking about delineating. I just showed y'all the grandmothers who've been talking about delineating. Fam, that's grandbaby, grandmama, and all of us in between. And we all doing the same damn thing. That means they all in trouble. Hell yeah, they in trouble. Fam, trouble is coming in a lot of different ways for these individuals. Yes, it is. Trouble is coming in a lot of different ways, and these people don't really know how to get out their own way. But let me show y'all something that is really down bad for them folks. Remember when Mondami up in New York was talking all that talk? Well, family, Mondami now is begging Donald Trump to have him let Haitians stay. And Trump said no.
So when a group such as the Haitians lose their temporary and protective status, how soon should they be bussed and flown out?
Well, we had a big victory in court on temporary, the protected status. And I largely leave it up to my people. But we've had people here for many years and they were here temporarily. We had people coming in and they've been here for many, many years. And they had a tragedy in their country. They had, sometimes it was storms, or it was hurricanes. And they come in and, they're here for 12 years, 14 years. So something's got to be done. Yeah, please.
Morgan from Fox 5. Hi, Mr. Mayor.
Hey, Morgan.
Just hoping to get some more clarification about your conversation with the president. It seemed like from some talking to people, it seemed like it was a little hidden. Why not hold a press conference?
I made clear to the president, as I've made clear to anyone across the city, the vital importance of TPS. Again, TPS is something that is granted also in recognition of the conditions of anyone's home country. When we are talking about the conditions in Haiti today, they are very similar to the conditions that led to the authorization of TPS. We are talking about a place that the United States government is recommending to Americans to not visit, even going further than that. And
wait a minute, Mondami, what happened to all of that? They gonna stay regardless talk. What happened to that? Family, remember they were just out here telling us that it don't matter and they good and everything gonna work out? That ain't what it looked like to me. It's showing y'all right now that they was running their mouth and now they're running for cover. Family, you don't see the same energy that these individuals thought that they had before. You don't see the same energy that these people were wishing. You see a whole different set of energy. Why? It's because they're giving up right now. Oh, I'm going to say it, family. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. They're all giving up. Look at Mondami. Look how defeated he is. He said that we could stay if we asked him nicely. No. Where's all that Donald Trump's an illegitimate president talk?
for us in this moment to tell Haitian New Yorkers who have made the city their life for years that they have to go back to that, it is terrifying to imagine what might happen.
It's terrifying to know what will happen if you go home. Well, damn it, I guess you about to go home. Fam, watch what I'm talking about. Fam, they're giving up on each other. Why should I feel bad y'all voted for Trump? Fam, watch how they talking.
As a Haitian myself, I'm trying so hard to be understanding of other Haitians, you know, as far as what they're going through with the whole TPS thing. But the more I learn, the more I don't feel bad for y'all. I'm Haitian too, but I got my papers. You feel me? Y'all put this man in office. We did not want him. We didn't. We told y'all to vote for Kamala. Kamala would have saved y'all. Kamala was gonna save you. Kamala was gonna make sure you don't get deported. But y'all stubborn motherfuckers, stubborn ASSs went and voted for him and put him in office. Haitians are the one that put, not me, Haitians and other Haitians are the one that put that orange man in office. Y'all.
Other Haitians? Where's your lineage pride? What you mean, other Haitians? I thought that was your people, though. Fam, if she's talking like this, you don't see her making no videos about them ankle monitors. You don't see her making no videos about the end of TPS. They're turning on each other. Fam, she just called them other Haitians. I would never use the term other Black Americans. Fam, when we start talking about FBA as a lineage, even RCOONs, we'll say, are still a part of the lineage. She just sat there and said, y'all other Haitians, just like they were having that whole passport challenge. Fam, they can't stand each other. They're all fighting each other. They're all mad at each other, and they're all turning on each other. Nothing turns a tether on a tether like delineation.
Not me. Haitians and other Haitians are the one that put that orange man in office. Y'all voted for that man. And now he's deporting every last one of y'all. And honestly, I'm looking at the clips. I'm doing the deep dive. I'm in the rabbit hole, and I'm coming back up, and like I do not feel bad for y'all. I'm so fucking sorry. Like,
what? They don't feel bad for each other. Fam, they melting down. It's a wrap, family. There's no more hope for the Haitians. There's no more hope for the Jamaicans. No more hope for the Africans. You don't even want to see what Julio's saying about Romero. It's over with. We done had Jackie Chan telling on Vladimir. Now you got Mrs. Papadoc telling on Mr. Papadoc. It don't stop. She said, F y'all. Don't worry about FBA. Tasha K, Tether K, put that damn sticky pad down and look at your diaspora people, your Caribbean friends. Why you mad at foundationals? Because they sounded more like the KKK than anybody.
I'm in the rabbit hole and I'm coming back up and like I do not feel bad for y'all. I'm so fucking sorry. Like I don't feel bad for y'all. If y'all gotta go home, baby, go home. Sorry, not sorry. You should have voted better. Kamala was gonna keep you here. You voted for a motherfucker that told you he was gonna deport you. He's gonna deport. He told you this, and you still voted for him. Now look at you. I don't feel bad. Goodbye. You still voted for him. Now look at you. I don't feel bad. Goodbye. As a Haitian, my
damn. So when I say what I say, I just want to say, bye, peace out, because your own people are saying that about you. I'm only taking what your people say about you. I'm not saying it. I'm only saying what they said. They said they don't feel sorry for you. Why are you worried about FBA? Look at it, family. Look at it. All of these people fight each other. All of these people have problems with each other. All of these people are crashing out against each other. Don't worry about foundationals. I'm going to say what needs to be said, and I'm going to say it right now. The people who say the least about foreigners are foundational Black Americans. The people who say the most about foreigners are other foreigners. Every single time you turn around, it's a tether versus a tether, a migrant versus a migrant, a fleer versus a fleer. They fight back home, and then they fight here. Think about it, y'all. Their homelands are so bad that they ran from them. So if you're running from your homeland, that means you're running from the people in your homeland. If you're running from the people in your homeland, that's because the people are fighting. So if you're fighting over there, you're fighting over here. Don't nothing change just because you flee across the street, okay? You think you're going to flee across the street and your problems are going to go away. You bring your fleer energy with you everywhere you go, and now you're turning on each other. Family, they're all turning on each other. You seen Vladimir, you seen Papa Doc, you seen Mutombo, you seen Lucy Liu, you seen Jackie Chan. All of them got an issue. So when foundational Black Americans sit back in silence, boom, that's what it is. Because you know what it really go down to, family? What it really is, truthfully, is that foundational Black Americans are really being silent right now. Ain't that really what it is, fam? Ain't that why Godfrey came out and ran his mouth? Ain't that why Musty K came out and ran her mouth? Y'all notice they're always trying to make it look like Black Americans versus them. There's no versus. Fam, we're only worrying about a versus if it's celebrating foundational Black American music. That's the only versus we are in. There ain't no versus because you can't compete if you can't compare. And when you're looking at the scoreboard, you can never compare to us. Family, foundational Black Americans are really quiet right now. We're very silent. Compare how much you see us talking to them. Why do you think they got to always come to our platforms? They got to come pull up in my chat. They got to pull up in Tariq's chat. They always come to us because we're not talking. Let me go ahead and debunk a myth that a lot of people been saying. There's no diaspora war. It's foundational Black Americans being great and them being jealous. There's no back and forth. It's foundational Black Americans being quiet and them folks screaming. And they screaming from ICE. There's no any way, shape, or form of back and forth communication with these people. Is them folks doing this and foundational Black Americans doing that. That's it. We're not really talking right now, fam. They try to make it look like we going back and forth with them. It's this diaspora war. Only thing that happens is we're quiet. You say something off code. We check your ass. Then we go back to being quiet again. That's it. Fam, I know this going to hurt a lot of feelings. I know they want foundational Black American attention. They want our energy. They want us to be down bad. We're not invested in any of these people. Therefore, we're not talking to any of these people. Just be quiet. Have your ass some continental crack and shut the hell up and sit down. Go home. Fam, it's not really a versus when the only time we talk to these people is when we checking them. And then after we done checking them, we go back home and pop some popcorn and be like, hold on, who the hell was that musty ass dude I checked earlier? I forgot. Oh, yeah, that dude with the hairline that was going back to his ankles. Didn't I check him earlier? We be saying that, fam, well, we be sitting there eating some damn Captain Crunch. We be sitting there eating cereal, man. But like, I could have swore I checked some dusty-ass dude with no hairline, and you could smell him 3 blocks away. I think I did. Well, anyway, pass the cereal. That's it, family. There's no communication and no conversations there. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the table. Foundational Black Americans ain't thinking about, ain't talking about, ain't even looking in your direction. We couldn't even see you if we tried. We can't see past all the bushes. The bush meat is bankrupt. And all your pleas and all your opportunities to try to get us to care, try to get us to fight, fam, aren't these the most please fight with me ass people you ever seen? Ain't it? Aren't tethers the most please fight with me, please pay me attention, please give me the time of day ass folks on the earth? Everything that's been going on for the last 3 or 4 years, I'm going to go ahead and put on the line. For the last 3 or 4 years, these folks have been trying to entice us to get involved with them so they can try to steal from us. And we ain't giving them none of that. We giving them the G-check, and then they asses is getting out of here. That is it. 2 simple spots, 2 simple places, 2 simple actions. You're not getting FBA time because time is money, and you ain't got none. And we about to get some. Cash reparations everywhere around me. Cream getting the money. Dollar bill, y'all. We focus on getting money, and I've never seen somebody who's focused on getting paid get caught up in the gossip. Notice that, fam. People who gossip and talk all damn day long, them is the folks who ain't got nothing in their bank accounts, nothing in their pockets. They ain't got no withdrawals because they can't make no deposits. You show me somebody who talk all damn day long and is always trying to fish for attention, I'm going to show you somebody who's a damn tether. You show me somebody who don't give a damn, don't care, ain't focused, is somebody who's getting paid. That be us, certified foundational Black Americans. Our energy is pure. Our focus is strong. And our game is tight. And with all that said, we're moving together as a collective. I'm talking about the grandmas, the grandpas, and the grandbabies, baby. Everything in between. I'm talking about the East Coast and the West Coast. I'm talking about up north, down south. We all locked in and intertwined as one. One meaning certified 100. All it takes is 100 of us, and we get it done. And if you're looking at the energy and you're looking at the time out here in these streets, fam, one thing about foundational Black Americans is you can always tell the position of where we are based on our females. When foundational Black American women pop up to the scene, fam, and really start holding things down, oh, these people get afraid. See, family, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. We showed this earlier, and this is a history that's exclusive to us. This is not a history that's exclusive to anybody other than us. Nobody lived what we lived through. Nobody has dealt with what we dealt with, and nobody has done what we've done. Foundational Black American brothers and sisters have been out here going through every single thing imaginable. Never asked for help. Never wanted any help. Family, we say Black is beautiful and beautiful is always Black. Tell me what's more beautiful than them Black American women right there. They ain't from no motherfucking Africa. They ain't from anywhere other than the United States of America because we built this thing. Black power fists. See why them sisters was rocking them afros and throwing up them black power fists? All the people in the diaspora was trying to cut their hair and they was trying to throw cake soap on to get next to the colonizer. Yep. Family, why that sister right there literally is pushing a race soldier's weapon out the way. You tell me a photo where you've ever seen that from anybody other than a Black American. That is a Black American sister in the middle of the civil rights era, which was the height of lynching. She's in the middle of the street on the front line next to a race soldier who's got his weapon present. He got a weapon. She got her left hand and she's pushing his weapon out the way. You ain't never done this, Miss Mutombo. You can go get Miss Selena or Miss Jorge. They ain't done this shit neither. Our foundational Black American sisters are stronger than all of these men out here. That's why they always mad. But your ass gonna stay mad, and you gonna stay in them bushes. You weren't present here. I don't see you in none of these photos. There ain't no Julios there. There ain't no Migos there. There ain't no Mutombos there. Those are foundational Black American photographs, and it looks very similar to foundational Black American photo albums, and we all got photo albums in our house. And me and my mama was just looking at some photographs the other day of my beautiful Black American family tree. Family, there ain't nothing better than being us. There ain't nothing better than being us, because certified foundational Black Americans are number one. That's why. Family, this is where we stand. This is where we stand, and we stand together. Where we stand is our homeland, and we hold in hands. Remember that. And family, when I say that Black American brothers and sisters ain't playing out here in the streets, watch FBA holding it down. They say, watch how FBA's gone wild. No. FBA on code. Watch these sisters checking these foreigners. Watch it.
You an immigrant. I'm about to get your papers. Hi. I'm about to call ICE. I'm about to call ICE right now. I'm about to call ICE right now on my mama. Right now, bro.
Today was my first time calling ICE.
Tell ICE to come and get you. Tell ICE to come and get you.
Tell them.
Tell ICE to come and get you. Call ICE right now, bitch. What's this address? Okay. 2100. Let me call ICE. Yeah, I'm here to call ICE. Come on, bitch. I'm here to call ICE on you.
Let's go. Fam, that don't look like black girl magic that the Democrats is trying to sell you. That don't look like can we all get along. That don't look like we all friends. That look like Black American women standing on Black American business. Fam, let me tell you something. I know this. Y'all know this right now. When a Black American sister's pointing at your ass like this, you better run like you ran from your homeland. You better run like that cheetah's chasing you. You better run like you stole the last piece of bushmeat from that zebra. You better get the hopping, skipping, and jumping. That sister ain't playing right there. BTA, belts to ass. Let's go.
100, let me call ICE. Yeah, I'm here to call ICE. Come on, bitch. I'm here to call ICE on you.
Because I'm from the United States. Call, please.
On 138.
Please, what happened?
There are a couple of illegals here that are confirmed.
Wow, I'm illegal. Yeah. That's so funny.
No, man, forget Trump getting y'all back. Quick for the quick fix.
Damn. There you go. Hey, the sister at the Goodwill. She said, listen, I'm at the Goodwill. I'm in the 7th row. I'm over here by the little toys and the t-shirts. There's a lost Julio, and I need you to have a lost and found Julio so you can find his ass and send his ass back to where he came from.
Because I'm from the United States.
Call,
please.
On 138.
Please, what happened?
There are a couple of illegals here that are confirmed.
Wow, I'm illegal.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
No, man, forget Trump getting y'all back. Quick for the quick fix.
There you go. Family, you got to love it. You got to love it. And even more so than you got to love it, you got to love us, because we are better than everybody else. They know it. We know it. The world know it. And everybody's watching us as we continue our victory lap, and it don't stop. That's what we do. Family, this is what I'm talking about. Brothers on code, sisters on code together. All right. We are strong, family. I mean, so powerful. We've always been powerful. But let me tell you something. When you take a grip of your destiny and your lineage and your identification, family, that's it right there. And now the ancestors and the present that we have with the ancestors is so in sync, fam. Everything we do is turning into gold. Everything foundational Black Americans touch is spinning. Every time we look at something and we predict something, it goes down. And that's why everybody's jealous, fam. They only hate you because they ain't you. They only hate you because they ain't you, fam. And now everybody got to come to reality. The reality is that you can tell lies for about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. That ish gonna crash out. You can make up all of these different rhetorics and all these different statements about foundational Black Americans. That stuff is going to come back down. Sooner or later, your ass is going to have to deal with reality. You can live in fantasy all you want, but now you got to see is that them foundational Black Americans were correct the whole time. And those non-foundational Black Americans was jealous the whole time. So they're going to sit in their jealousy, and we going to stand in our exceptionalism. And when I say exceptional, I mean we're exceptional mind, we're exceptional body, we're exceptional soul, and we're exceptional together. Each one, teach one. We all do a little, we all do a lot. And G-checking only happens one time, because the second time they asses is up out of here. Find anybody out there that got a problem with what I'm saying, and find anybody who got a problem with my certified Black Society certified 100. And I promise you, the same exact way that the sun gonna come up tomorrow morning, they asses is gonna get wrecked. They asses is going to get canceled, and they asses is going to get deleted. If you come against foundational Black Americans, your rhetoric will get deleted. your statements will get deleted. Your words will get deleted and your career will get deleted. And when you start deleting all these things and all these phrases and all these words that people say, family, then you're left with only us, because that's exactly how it all started. Fam, deportation got these folks disappearing and delineation got these folks disappearing. Family, you're going to start seeing a bunch of tether ghosts, okay? Because they're not going to be here running around the United States of America disrespecting the people who built the United States of America. And that goes for the tethers, and that go for the Mayos, and that go for everybody. Foundational Black Americans, we mean what we say and we say what we mean, which means everybody can get it, anybody can get it, and they can get it at any time. We run the yard, we run the United States of America, and we run any space that we step in. And we're stronger together. The solidarity is so strong. We're so unified. And this is why, if you haven't noticed, Black Americans, they don't talk all that black on black crime stuff no more. Because how the hell you going to talk about black on black crime? Excuse me. How the fuck you going to talk about black on black crime in the middle of an FBA renaissance? Family, the renaissance, the regulating, and the delineation has shut down all of the lies that they've told. It shut down all the liars, and the truth has rose to the top. But guess what, fam? That's where we live, on top, number one. I love y'all with a passion, family. It has been another great broadcast, fam. I have to go down and handle some business tomorrow, so I'm not going to be here, but I'm going to drop something for y'all to see, fam, tomorrow. I had to do a special pop-up, certified salute to my brother Dave Anderson. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him. I got to send love to all my foundational Black American brothers and sisters. Y'all know I love y'all with a passion, y'all, and we're going to come back even more strong and even more fire and just set it all up because we run this thing. I love y'all, fam. We'll have something for y'all tomorrow, but we're going to drop a little something, but I got to go take care of a little business. I got to go handle a little something, fam, but it's all going to be certified. It's all going to be FBA, and I appreciate y'all rocking with me, fam, on this Thursday. And whether it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, back again, y'all always show up and y'all always show me love, man. And trust me, I'm truly humbled by that. And I'm truly humbled by y'all. And y'all make this Leo very, 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 very proud to be a part of this lineage. But like I said, the best part about being a part of this lineage is the fact that I get to share it with all of you beautiful foundational Black Americans, those who I call my brothers and sisters. And I mean that with a passion. Love you guys. Really do. Y'all have a great day. Y'all have a great time. I cannot wait to see you guys here again in a few days. Black Alpha, your brother, certified salute to all of y'all. Yo, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday and your weekend. And we're going to come back on top, family. Let me tell you something. If you was copping please, but your mama had to flee, you better run, tether, run, tether, run. If you was talking trash, but that zebra on your ass, you better run, tether, run, tether, run. If you was popping ish, but your homeland like shit, you better run, tether, run, tether, run. And we certified foundational Black Americans, and we number one. There they go. Certified salute. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. And in the words of the great Tupac Shakur, who I'm about to let bring it home, family, this is us against the world, and we win by a knockout every time. Let's go. Tupac, bring us home, brother. Peace out.
I don't care what y'all think. If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African?